What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How's are we all doing? Wagwan. Wagwan. What's this about?
You want one final hate leak or whatever for today? Because I hate my fucking life. One of the reasons why I'm so fucking triggered about fucking everything and every single person. Here's the reality, okay? I am a high libido sexual fucking degenerate, okay? But I try to be respectful. I'm trying to rate people, you know, horny. What do you want me to say? That's it. The problem that I have is that every other motherfucker around me is so fucking horny too, but they all pretend otherwise, okay? I can never say it publicly, or I don't think I've said this before, but the irritating thing is that all this fucking ABBA shit fucking leaks. Lauren De Laguna was fucking reaching out and DMing so many motherfuckers to try to get them to write shit or say shit about me or whatever. Fucking Lauren and ABBA, okay? We're fucking hooking up. Fucking kill me. I'm gonna fucking kill myself when I found this shit. I'm like, are you actually fucking, this is the person who's like, oh, I don't know if I can handle you. Actually, I'm gonna kill myself. Are you fucking serious right now? Kill me, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, I just got to cover the ABBA Clinton memes yet. Listen, you know what? It is what it is. What do you want me to say? We're not doing that today.
Holy shit.
I got interesting reacting to the official second ABBA response. I feel, I don't like hate ABBA, so I don't really want to like, I didn't know that he would fucking post that retarded shit on my subreddit. Should I cover it? Do you think should I run over it real quick or what? It's up to you.
Yeah. Why not? You sketched it out or not? Well, that's not me being mean. You know, you were typing it out last night. You might as well go over it now. Fuck it. Now, yeah, you should go over it because there's some. It's why would you delete it? Edit screen.
All right, let's see. What did he write? Rosary is unfortunately the gift. Wait. What did he post on the subreddit? That's not him. ABBA. Yeah, I guess ABBA posted something. In Destiny subreddit. Or he posted something on YouTube. Was this something recent?
Blind date.
Oh, shit. Or is he talking about the one that he posted before? Alright, fuck, hang on.
Okay, we're not doing this all day. This is the last thing I'm responding to. You guys need to stop talking about it in chat. Okay, hold on. Somebody in chat said, yeah, man, I'm off ABBA and Preach forever. It sucks because I discovered Destiny through them, but bruh, ABBA has proven he's got no character. Okay, shit. I know that it's literally impossible to not have like a 100 to 0 take on everything. I think that ABBA and Preach are funny. I think that both of them, I think generally speaking, are like morally upstanding people. I've never heard of any of these people doing some crazy terrible shit before. Okay, I was irritated that ABBA made the video because I think it was a weak distance to save your own internet reputation, but I don't think he's a terrible, horrible person. My only issue, okay, and I think somebody just threw up a thread on my subreddit a little bit ago where they were like, what was the thread title? Trouble understanding what the big deal is about the ABBA Lauren situation. I don't necessarily think there's like a huge issue with that situation, okay? What the issue that I have is that, do you remember when we looked at that Alberta video from Caleb Hammer or whatever, and he was reading that script? And you remember when there were like 5 other AI videos? I think that if you looked
near the same script.
Yeah, I think that if you looked at that, and if you were to see 10 people come out and say a thing, and you found out that all 10 of those people were funded by the same person, I think you would look at it and you'd be like, I don't know, okay, well, that kind of changes the way I view things, right? When everybody that comes out and says like crazy unhinged shit about me, like when you find out like, oh, one of these girls, Jessica, was secretly dating for 6 months, and she was like suicidally tormented the entire time. Okay, doesn't say anything either person saying is wrong, but that's interesting. When you find out that like, oh, irrelevant, he said Destiny should be in jail for being a sex offender. Oh, he's been with one of Lauren's best friends for, you know, they've been dating for however long. Okay, you know, when you find out that like, oh, ABBA disappeared from Destiny, he's some degree, even if they didn't hook up, some degree of kind of friend, closest friend was going to consider dating, I guess. I don't know to what extent or whatever they were, friends with Lauren De Laguna.
Edit messages.
Oh, no.
And then
I'm going to be honest.
crazy.
I am nothing if not honest 99% of the time, okay?
Okay.
I was irritated. I was just irritated. Okay, fuck. I'm going to work so hard to victimize myself. I swear to God, okay? I'm going to get better at this. I promise. I'm going to do it for you guys. You're going to be crying.
You should have
of some of these
some
streams.
pepper spray. Like,
no, I just need to present these things or whatever. But like, regardless, I can't believe I have trouble saying this. This is absolutely true. Regardless of how you feel about me, or regardless of how you feel about any action I've ever been involved in, or how reckless or stupid or evil, whatever the fuck you think I've done, there's no world where I've ever done anything to deserve to have 27 fucking cum videos of me and fucking gave it like everything leaked to me online. If you're even remotely in that world, you should be hung. Okay, you're crazy. That is an insane perspective to take. If you think that I've done, or anybody even has done $15 million worth of damage to Pixie, you're retarded. You're crazy. You're just out of your fucking mind. But again, I understand it's the internet and nobody can have like a measured criticism of anything, even my own fuck fan base. When everything came down, if people were just saying like, oh, like Destiny shouldn't fuck this girl, I guess, blah, 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 whatever, fine. But like when there's accusations flying around of me being, keep in mind, and I don't know how much people forget this or whatever, when the beginning of all of this started, and there's still like probably half the online population that's involved that still thinks this, when all of this stuff came down, people were basically thinking, not basically, people thought that Lav and Mr. Girl were right, that I am running a massive sexually manipulator, abuser scheme to entrap young women and mentally ill, crazy people and do all these horrible, crazy, terrible things. Like that was like, that's it. Okay, we got it. Finally, we got him. We got him. We got your boy. The cops got him. They're in, right? So when all of this is like happening, when all of this is like going down, for Abba, who's supposed to be a friend of mine, I guess, I don't know, to drop this like 20-minute video of like, I had to separate myself because I told Steve that if he kept doing fuck shit like this, this is exactly what's going to happen. This is blah, 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 blah. Like, fucking eat shit, motherfucker. What a disgustingly terrible fuck video. The only person
I didn't know he dropped a video.
Oh, yeah, and my whole audience fucking jerked this shit off to the ends of the fucking earth or whatever. And it's like, are we being serious right now? That's just like, it would be the equivalent of one of these girls murdering Abba and like me showing up to eulogize him being like, I told Abba, you keep fucking around with these Filipino ESL chicks, one of them's going to fucking get you. Like, it would just like beyond, I would say for a friend, reprehensible behavior, right? The only person who had a good take on any of this was fucking Myron from Fresh and Fit, which was crazy to me. But the I don't know, it was like 15 seconds. He said that like if he had a friend that did some fucking retarded shit and it was like getting out on the internet, what he would say is he would go to the friend privately and he'd say, yo, stop doing fucking retarded shit. Are you okay? What's going on? We can chat. And then publicly he would say like, yeah, what do you want me to say? He's my boy. He might do some dumb shit or whatever, but like, it is what it is. And I think he's a good person or whatever. And you move on from there. That's basically something akin to that, which in my mind is kind of like a no-brainer. It's also like annoying. Like I do think I probably have some internal battery. I don't know where it's at right now of like constantly like putting myself out for other people's reputations in a totally undeserved way, right? Prime Kai against Dylan Burns, Chud Logic against underage sexting accusations. There are just so many people that I've like gone out on a limb for just because I thought it was the right thing to do. And I don't know, that video fucking drove me fucking crazy. And then something that I found out in the course of all of this stuff was that at some point I found out that it was after Lauren gave me her discovery that she had some super sussy baka messages with Abba, and then I started to figure out these motherfuckers were probably hooking up. And like the fact that was happening, well, this motherfucker is out here publicly now with all this other girl drama, and he's like, oh, and the fact that he has like the reputation of being like the calm, cool, super like above board on everything, I'm like, you motherfucker. It just so
it drove you nuts.
All that to say,
you're like the double standard.
Yeah, all that to say, yesterday, that was probably just me being emotional. I don't think I should have. It was an annoyance that was fucking building a lot. Probably shouldn't say anything. Whatever. I shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't have. Because I'm just mad. It's just me being annoyed. But then he showed up last night to contest this. Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then I don't know why.
We do have a chance to let sleeping dogs lie here. If you feel like you shouldn't have said anything yesterday, we could move on.
Basically, I feel pretty strongly that I had my ducks in a row, and then he came out to contest it, and I feel like the way that he contested it, like more or less, I feel like kind of validated everything that I felt, and whatever.
I feel like it made it more clear.
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if anybody has.
I think they're dating, or they.
No, Lauren doesn't date anybody. She always has to be sexually able to fuck her way through whatever people to manipulate. Again, I can't like present this now, and even if people are hearing the words I'm saying, nobody understands this, but like, Lauren is absolutely the craziest. She will manipulatively fuck her way through any group of people she needs to turn people against each other. This is the only reason why I have so much info on her now is all the people that she's burned. Holy shit, dude. She is like the most insane person I think ever interacted with in my life. Yeah.
Hey, Destiny, real quick.
What?
I don't usually jump in on this drama stuff, but I just wanted to run to the bayou on this. So to me, the whole like Abba situation, it feels like if he had just hooked up with Lauren once and that was it, I feel like there's really not too much him being too much of a hypocrite there.
Well, hold on, just a quick thing. Even if he was a perfect person, maybe it's just because I have like that biological, the fucking gene is switched to be oppositional, and by nature, I'm just not a big fan of dog piles. Like him making that video, there was actually somebody, dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna advocate better for myself, okay? There are credible people that I have with credible moral character around me. And somebody on the subreddit actually made a really good post. I almost thought that I was posting from another dimension. Because like, oh, fuck. Sometimes you guys
Time Traveler Steve.
Yeah, holy shit. Fuck, I don't even know where this post is. I'm not gonna be able to find it. But he made this post and it was talking about like Pisco and Abba. And basically that like, when everything happened, shit can kind of look fucked or whatever, but like we trust Destiny because, there's been a lot of these types of dramas that have come up like over a couple decades and over, And over, like all of these, like it generally comes out that people are lying about it and all that. But like in this one, Abba, who was like of high moral character and upstanding in my community, distanced himself. Ooh, that might be some really fuck shit. And then, these are legal filings. And then it's like, oh, well, Pisco, the legal guy, he knows a lot of this. He distanced himself. Oh, shit. He must be on some real fuck shit, right? And it's like, yeah, so when you have these people that you have supported, that you've like endorsed, right? Pixie, arguably, is one of these people, also is a person of high morals, upstanding, saying Destiny's fucking doing all this crazy fuck shit. So like, yeah, it just, when the dominoes start like falling on that, it's like, holy fuck. Is it really that I have absolutely zero like character, moral infrastructure built up around me? That's really it? I don't know, that's crazy to me. But sorry, I cut you off, Cocker. Yeah, go for it, yeah. Oh, all that to say, I was just gonna say that like, it's not even so much that like, I'm mad that they hooked up. It was just like that fucking video, knowing they had whatever, just drove me fucking crazy. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, it's also, and I think you've said this, maybe not on this specifically, but in other contexts, where it's like when it hit is also a really important part of it, because it's like, oh, like him dropping that video, one, he didn't need to make a video at all. Two, him putting out that video at that moment was both to do the most damage to you and give him the most possible benefit in the situation, so he can say like, oh, I got out as soon as I found out or whatever. Anyways.
Well, to be fair,
so,
I don't think he didn't do the most damage. It could have been a lot worse, I think. But he did it to distance himself 100%, of course.
Well, but what I mean is like, if he wanted to release that video at a time to do the most damage to you, I mean, like, I don't know when it would have been worse than in that moment.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, because it wasn't. I don't remember what he said. Whatever he said was a lie. He just wanted to have some distance from the drama, so that like the fallout wouldn't affect him. That was the reason.
It was an entirely self-serving video, right?
Yeah, of course.
And
yeah.
so then like, and the deal was, is like a big part of it is like, oh, he's getting involved with these crazy women. Oh man, he's getting involved with these crazy women. And this is what happens when you get involved. I told him I'm so smart, right? And it's like, well, okay, if Abba had just like banged Lauren, that was it, never talked to her again, like, okay, like that's kind of hypocritical, but not that much, right? But what he did, in my opinion, is so much more hypocritical, where like, even if he didn't bang her, dude was like texting with her, talking with her, hanging out with her, like clearly like having some kind of relationship with her. It wasn't, I'm not saying like dating, but like he was like full on listening and talking, going through all the shit with her. So it's like, yeah, okay, maybe you didn't put your dick in her, but like, hey, you still did all the terrible things, like got tied up with this clearly insane person, and you're doing the exact same thing. You just couldn't get it in for some reason. Like, I don't know. It seemed incredibly hypocritical to me, because like, even if you go back and look at his Reddit posts, people were like, why did you edit these posts? And he goes like, oh, I just want to start anything with Lauren. That's why I did it and stuff like that. It's just like, all right, well, it really seems like you're not following your own advice at all, and now you're just showing up at the end yet again, like at the moment where you're like trying to maximize your image, and like, we didn't fuck. Actually, we didn't fuck. It's like, yeah, actually, it was kind of worse. It seems like maybe it's possible she came to you and said, hey, Abba, I know that I've been giving you sloppy toppy, so how about you come out here and like make a video against Destiny, because that's what everybody's going to do together, right? Like, that could have happened. He could have said that. She could have said that to him.
No.
I just don't know why people don't just DM you behind the scenes if they're your friend. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was just it felt more hypocritical to me that he's like having all these conversations more so than just like the possible sex or whatever. That's all my piece.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you gonna do? Okay, where is yeah, people found the thread. I can't read it. It's too cringe. I'm sorry. No, it's not cringe. It's a good thread. I can't. But wait, where was the? Okay, fuck. I feel. Where's the original Abba thread that you posted and deleted?
Okay. All right, don't worry. I'm hopping out. I just want to pop in and say my piece.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Okay. Hold on, I've got my schizos on. Well, not on it, but they were DMing me earlier.
Oh, okay. This is the original one, right? Fuck, I wish I put together the timeline on this.
Honestly, your logs are a pretty good fucking timeline through it.
Well, yeah, but no. I mean, I'm sorry. I just thought it was crazy that he posted edited, because he posted a thread first.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's the first screenshots that he posted. He edited the text under like 10 times as well. Fuck. Does anybody have is there a possible,
Here, I think
like, to get a link to the original thread, the original post?
Oh, you want the thread?
Yeah, like the original thread post thing, yeah.
I think this is a decent screenshot, because it shows...
Oh, re-uploaded with changes? This might be it. What the fuck is this WEBP format? Why?
WebP?
Yeah. Okay, so I decided, are we beefing with Abbott? No, we're not beefing. I'm just smaller with something. Okay. I made a post myself last night to reject everything that had happened, saying that it wasn't true, that they hadn't hooked up or whatever. So Abba makes a post, and the post says, I already told Destiny that this way back. So why he's still claiming that I slept with her? Question mark. Only time I saw her IRL was when he hosted events with her present. I ain't got an issue with Lauren or D-Man, nor do I speak of either party behind closed doors. I don't know about their problems, nor do I care. And so he posts images between a conversation that we had like 5 or 6 months ago, but then he deletes the thread, and then he remakes the thread, but then he edited some of the messages that he sent to me between deleting one thread and then posting the second. Being honest, okay, I'm not 100% sure that they hooked up. I was like 91.87% sure, like that, okay? And it was like 60%, but then when he messaged me saying that they didn't hook up in January, I think is when they messaged me, then it went up to like 88%, and then after these messages,
clarify.
like 91.
When you say when they messaged me, do you think that they were colluding, or are you saying just they as
when Abba messaged me?
Okay.
For the post last night, I think they were colluding. But let me walk through my thought process. Yeah, after last night, I'm like, oh, okay, where is my? I posted like an Imager album. Does anybody have that? Is that still?
It's in your Russell search.
Okay, so this is a long time ago. Was this 2 years ago? I think I mentioned something on Food Shop stream once about how I think they hooked up, and Abba messaged me in January of this year saying it, and he questioned me on it, or he was like, oh no, like we never. And I noticed he uses like a particular phrase, and I think it's actually intentional. So do I have the lead up to that message? I think he might have posted it. He says this phrase a lot of, I haven't slept with her, or I haven't I think it's I haven't slept with her or I haven't fucked her. He says that constantly, but that's it. And then I think he questions me here, and he's like, oh, like, who did you hear this from or something? Wait, Destiny second image. Oh, thank you. Okay, fuck. I thought I posted this. No, I did. So he messaged me, says, hey, I've got folks messaging me about Lauren, asking me if I hooked up with her because of an interview you did recently. Okay, so hooked up with, okay. And then he says something about her turning people against you, etc. And then he puts 1, I never slept with Lauren. And then 2, I've never spoken about you with her, even though it came up. And then my response to that was, gotcha, it might just be Lauren talking shit then, or whatever. We'll keep in mind, hope you're doing okay, maybe thumbs up. And then he does this again, he says, she said we slept together, question mark. And he's used this phrase in the past to talk about like his interactions with her. Like I remember way back in March, he did this. Seems I dodged the Lauren buzz. Homegirl was so unnecessarily intense. Even when I said no, she was mad pushy. What'd she get mad at you for? I didn't even have sex with her. Laughing emoji. She got mad for this. It's blah, 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 blah. So I poke a little bit here and I say like, or hooked up or something. But it's a thing I got through the grapevine, so it's hard to say 100%. She spends a lot of time who she's talking to. And he doesn't correct or say anything about that. He just appreciate it, cheers, and that's it. So I think he's trying to do this thing where he's like, oh, I've never slept with her. I've never fucked. I have not had sexual relations with that woman. But like they hooked up. She was blowing him, is my guess, right? So he kind of makes it sound like they didn't do anything, I guess, or nothing happened at all. I know that some of these were sent because when Lauren was doing her deposition and when she turned over some discovery stuff, I saw that she was texting like fucking 10, 20 fucking people in the content community that I'm like around, like trying to get them to attack me or make videos on me or whatever. And then, so this was her DMing Abba, Destiny fucked me over. I can't trust him. Neither should you or anyone else. I think she's trying to convince Abba to fucking make videos or something about me. Well, I don't know what's going on between y'all. Okay, you do you. I'm asking about your well-being. You get fucked over by him, yourself, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, so I don't know if what was the predecessor to this message, if he like texted her, checking up on her, or I don't know the extent of the relationship is. Obviously, she's not going to fully disclose. Obviously, he has incentive not to. You didn't reach out until I had beef with him, so I don't know what you want. So it seems like he probably messaged her first to check in on her, I guess. Must be nice. So they have this back and forth a little bit. But then one thing that was really weird also was that in the deposition, when, fucking Andy, okay?
He fucked you.
He did. No, he hooked up. No, just kidding. Andy asked the thing of like, did you have sex with Abba? And she said no. But when he asked, do you have a physical relationship with Abba? She said we make out. So there was something happening there physical. I think more than what I saw Abba admit to. And my guess is that she was able to live in the ambiguity of like, oh no, I didn't have sex with him. It wasn't sex. We just hooked up, which to some people mean just like oral or whatever. Oh, and talking to him in a romantic way, right? So not 100%, but this is enough for me on a civil matter. If I was Dexter, okay, I'd be unraveling my plastic, like put it that way. But I don't know if I got a conviction in criminal court. Really. Now, when Abba made his Reddit post on this, he made the first Reddit post, but then when he reposted the messages, he deleted stuff from the messages. And the stuff that he deleted, some of it seemed to be stuff like reputationally to protect her. So like, fuck, where am I? I don't know, I'm not sure, but no, I need mine. It's in the comments. Oh, so something about her turning people against you, etc. So this point 1, I never slept with Lauren or dated her. He deleted the or dated her on number 1. I don't know why. And then on the second thing, it says, I've never spoken about you with her, even though she's obsessed with you. And then on 2, he edited that to say, I've never spoken about you with her, even though it came up. So now, in my mind, I think what's happening is Abba, because also keep in mind, Abba posted to vindicate himself. He is apparently texting her at 1:37 a.m., which would be 12:37 a.m. her time. Lauren, when's the last time I saw you in person? It's been a while. When exactly? What event? I don't know. Why? In Miami. I think on December 12th, 2023. Whose event was it? Destiny. I'm like 99% sure that they're DMing on Discord. They see the thread go up. He's like, let me send you like these texts so that we can show that we haven't hung out or anything. And then after he makes the first thread, Lauren probably gets mad at some of the language, where she's like, don't put that I was obsessed with him. And like, what do you mean we never dated or whatever? And so he's like, okay, hold on. He takes that down. He probably cleans up the language for her and then he reposts. That's my guess for this. Because first of all, her responding instantly to this and then like answering the question like fucking on December 12th, 2023, Your Honor. It's like, okay. And then I just think it's kind of weird. But that's, yeah, I don't know. He tried to defend himself and then he deleted all of his comments. So I don't know. And then, I don't know. The last meme was somebody had said that fucking Kyle had posted some story on her Instagram a long time ago and somebody on Reddit actually fucking saved.
Okay. What stupidity has she got?
Are you
for
aware?
us?
Yes or no?
I am not answering the question per the advice of my counsel.
Okay. I mean, we're going to come back and
See you
we're going
then.
to take more depositions.
I'm excited to see you.
Yeah.
We'll make a date out of it.
Well, that's inappropriate, and I'd like the record to reflect that the witness just asked me out on a date.
It was a joke, and I am
It's
not
not
asking
funny.
you on a date.
It's not funny.
Andrew, don't mischaracterize what the witness said.
It's not funny. I don't need this side colloquy with your client, Joan. Are you aware? Yes or no?
Oh my fucking god.
And then they mailed me they DM'd me the fucking video. I don't know, man. What are you gonna do?
So what do you think's going on after all this? You think they were talking?
Oh, for this? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. He probably reached out to Lauren to see if she'd leaked anything. She reached out to him to see if, or no. I don't know who reached out first, but I'm sure that they were getting the story straight. One thing that I will credit a little bit to Lauren, it's hard because it's hard to respect somebody who engages in fuck shit, because the people that have the mind to do fuck shit really well usually wouldn't be engaged in fuck shit. So like Lauren is like fairly adept at covering her tracks. Like I'll give her some credit for that. But like it's just such retarded shit to constantly be involved in and lie about. Like I know for a fact, I bet my whole fucking life on it. God crush my balls if I'm lying. That like Lauren was very intentional and very sneaky with Pixie related to the signal stuff. And I know for a fact that Lauren coached Pixie through what answers to give regarding why they had all the deleted signal chats, because Lauren knows what's allowed and what's not allowed. And I'm sure that Lauren goes through this with every other person that she's talked to relating to this case as well. Well, I mean, partially because I also have like text messages between her and yeah, I think I've mentioned before. Like, I don't know if she hooked up with the Relevant or not, but I know she was like on friendly terms with the Relevant because I saw her texting him about this. She's the one who motivated Amy Dangerfield to make her video. She, yeah,
Wolves
Luke
and
Rudowski,
seven.
Nick Crossland, Mark Randazza.
I'm a Spurs fan, dog. I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree.
Legal Mindset, Nick Ricada.
All because she was obsessed with you, huh?
Well, I mean, at that point, no, it's because she's trying. Oh, she emailed, Ethan Klein, Hassan Piker.
Why?
It's like a woman scorn thing. She just wants to destroy me, basically. And then, obviously, yeah, Pixie became a useful empty vessel for her to operate through.
I mean, I guess we'll find out
Jasmine,
tonight, right?
She talks about that, Jasmine. Yeah. Jesus. It's just such a horrible, stupid confluence of events to all come together. God damn, dude. Whatever. What are you gonna do? Who's worse, Lauren or Mr. Girl? Well, Mr. Girl, I think I've consistently said this. I think Mr. Girl like legitimately believes everything he says. I don't think Mr. Girl is a bad actor. Well, he's like morally bad maybe, but I think Mr. Girl legitimately believes everything he says. I think that the Lauren, she knows she's on fuck shit always. Yeah. Relay is in Giga Deep with that whole circle. And like 90% of that Relay was in South America together with Jasmine recently. Well, if that's true, then he's 100%. The thing that's so fucking annoying is that like, and I can't maintain control of any of these people too, because I just don't have the time, bro. The thing that's so annoying is like, I'll give my whole side of the story, and I have no problem. Like, we can go back and forth on whatever, but these people can do so much workshopping of everything in the background. It's so much. And I guess like if you put two people in a room, people's minds are always fallible, and they will always fall to the person who's willing to risk. Or not risk, the person who's willing to invest more time into everything. Like I always said this. I said this so many times on these Red Pill shows. This is not a slight against anybody at all, okay? And I love everybody on the planet or whatever. But they would always say that like, if you do open relationships, your wife is going to leave you because she's going to find another alpha Chad to fuck or whatever. He's got a bigger dick than you, who's more masculine, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And like I always said on those shows that like the number one threat that I always have in my life, in any relationship that I'm in, is always going to be some dude who can sit at a computer and chat with my girlfriend for 12 hours a day. I can never compete with that. I will always lose to that type of person because I just don't have the time. Well, or the desire, I guess. And I would say ultimately that's basically what happened. But yeah, just when people are willing to invest so much time into doing this fuck shit behind the scenes, holy fuck, it's just crazy. There's just like no way, I have no way to counter it. And like people just get worn down over time. And then even if that was when I cut off Farha and Jasmine and everything else, because it was the second time. And I don't know if someday maybe I'll fucking pull Lena on streams. I think Lena might have even been in the room with me when Farha was at my house arguing over this. It was the second time that Farha had like made all these accusations about me related to Lauren De Laguna, because Lauren was like tweeting just like the most like unhinged shit at Farha. And I realized now retroactively, it was probably because Lauren was just jealous that me and Farha were friends, I guess. But like, Farah would bring these things up, and she like I don't remember how many specifics I've given us on stream before. I think I've given specifics, but like Farah, like another problem too that I have is that, like, I'll be honest when I don't remember a thing. Like, I was like, I don't know, I might have said that, or I don't think I would have said that. Like if I don't remember, I'll be honest about it. And I was hedging too much at the beginning of this conversation, but she would say things like, Lauren is tweeting at me saying that I look like Mr. Potato Head because she said because I have a huge schnauzer. And I'm like, one, it's really rare. And I'm not even trying to say like a good or bad thing. Like, I don't usually insult people like racial slurs. I don't usually attack women for like their looks, especially if it's a woman that if I'm like friends with or been close with her. Like, why would I shit on people who like, it's just not a thing I do. I just don't, I'm not comfortable with it. Other than like maybe like a generic, like, oh, fat fuck, whatever, maybe. But even like privately, I just don't. Typically I'll go because there are reasons why I don't like people. And when I start digging through all of our DMs, I find out, I'm like, hold on, because this is after like an hour and a half of us arguing. And the argument opened with Farah saying like, last time you claimed that Lauren did this, but this time I have like all these receipts, so I know you did this. And then after I go and check my DMs with Lauren, I see that like, it's like Lauren is tweeting out unhinged shit about Farah. And I'm like, Lauren, why the fuck are you tweeting this shit out? You're fucking crazy. And she's like, well, because you said that she was being mean about you and Alina and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Lauren, why the fuck are you fighting her? And so I bring it back to Farah and I'm like, what are you talking about? Hold on. I'm telling Lauren to stop the whole time. And then Farah's like, oh. And I'm like, didn't you say you had receipts that showed me doing this? What are you talking about? And then Farah's response was, well, I have receipts of Lauren telling me that you said this. And then that was when I friendship ended. And I was like, listen, you and Jasmine can go jump off a cliff. I'm done with this. Don't ever come at me with fucking 2 hours of accusations ever again if you don't have proof of anything I'm fucking saying. Because what? Also, I know that everybody talks. I know all you motherfuckers are always talking to each other. So why the fuck would I? Why would I try to lie? Why would I try to tell a lie that could so easily? This is also the thing. But also, I understand this is stupid of me to say because people have done it. I learned this in like the Pokemon Fedmeister saga. Because in my mind, I was like, I'm never going to tell a lie that can be disproved with a single DM. Why would I do that? That's so retarded. Why would I do that? That'd be so fucking retarded. And yeah, so I don't know. But it is what it is. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, I think Lauren did delete all of her shit for social medias. I don't know why, but. Since we're already leaking, Farah 100% lied about being a virgin, right? Farah 100% is where I'm aware. No, I think she was truthful about all that, as far as I'm aware.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Any of the
Melina, Jasmine. I know kind of who Farah is because there was Farah Friday, I guess.
Doesn't know who Melina is.
On the balcony? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Joan told Abba, Stacia, and Lauren to delete Twitter 100%. Maybe, I don't know.
Joan.
My queen. Oh, I will leak that about Farah, though. Those are fake fucking glasses, 100%. But I think she's open about that.
She's about to nuke you now.
Good.
She was like, bring them. Let them come.
What more can you do to me, you know? I still would have given mad props to Pixie if she would have come up with some fucking Puerto Rican birth certificate and she puts it into fucking evidence and she's like, the year is 2025. I am 19 years old. I'm like, wait, what? It actually would have been so good too, because in one of our first conversations, Pixie says that she had a fake ID so that she could go drink. So she could have put that up as evidence. She was like, I even told him, Your Honor, that I had a fake ID. And he still, I'd be like, Puerto Rican birth certificate? What am I supposed to do? What do I say? That would have been Kino. I shouldn't even give Joan the idea. Okay. We're not doing this all day. This is the last thing we're responding to. You guys need to stop talking about Shadow. Hold on. Somebody in chat said, Bam sis, yeah man, I'm off Abba and Preach forever. It sucks because I discovered Destiny through them, but bruh, Abba has proven he's got no character. Okay, I know that it's literally impossible to not have like a 100 to 0 take on everything. Okay, I think that Abba and Preach are funny. I think that both of them, I think generally speaking, are like morally upstanding people. I've never heard of any of these people doing some crazy fuck terrible shit before. Okay, I was irritated. I made the video because I think it was a weak fucking distance to save your own internet reputation. But I don't think he's a terrible, horrible person. My only issue, okay, and I think somebody just threw up a thread on my subreddit a little bit ago where they were like, what was the thread title? Trouble understanding what the big deal is about the Abba Laura situation. I don't necessarily think there's like a huge issue with that situation. Okay? What the issue that I have is that. Do you remember when we looked at that Alberta video from Caleb Hammer or whatever, and he was reading that script? And you remember when there were like 5 other AI videos? I think that if you looked
near the same script.
Yeah, I think that if you looked at that, and if you were to see 10 people come out and say a thing, and you found out that all 10 of those people were funded by the same person, I think you would look at it and you'd be like, I don't know. Okay, well that kind of changes the way I view things, right? When everybody that comes out and says like crazy unhinged shit about it, like when you find out like, oh, one of these girls, Jessica, was secretly dating for 6 months, and she was like suicidally tormented the entire time. Okay, doesn't say anything either person saying is wrong, but that's interesting. When you find out like, oh, irrelevant. He said Destiny should be in jail for being a sex offender. Oh, he's been with one of Lauren's best friends for, they've been dating for however long. Okay, when you find out that like, oh, I would just from Destiny, he's some degree, even if they didn't hook up, some degree of kind of friend, closest friend, was going to consider dating, I guess. I don't know to what extent or whatever they were, friends with Lauren De Laguna. Okay. Legal Mindset and Nick Ricada. Make videos about me. Okay. Both of these guys are in heavy communications with Lauren Southern. That's all I'm saying is that like I think that it's annoying because it feels like there's all these independent things that are coming to this conclusion.
Lauren Southern or De Laguna?
I would too, bro.
It was. She did it too. No,
that'd be some wild shit.
All of these people are. It looks like there's like this big independent consensus that these people are having. It's like, oh, this is some really fuck shit. But then when you find out that like, okay, well, hold on. So a lot of these people are in the same friend group, but nobody knows it. A lot of these people are communicating with the same people, but it's like super private. That just like it bothers the fuck out of me. Okay.
What's funny is how like crazy this makes you sound.
I know.
But I know you're not. You're just like, it's all connected. I swear. But it is. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Connect. Yeah. It's just annoying. The only evidence for everything I say, like, I mean, I can back it up with.
You're gonna back it up. Yeah.
I can back it up. Hold on. Did Abba get on? I don't want to do the whole back and forth drama thing, so we're done with the Abba stuff. I will say the reason why I didn't want him to come on is because he could just come on and lie, and I have no way to actually disprove him. And then he's apparently there's some subreddit post where he posted a bunch of shit. And I checked it an hour ago. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna post it, but he didn't even like try to post good evidence. He just posted the conversation that him and Lauren had today. And I'm like, why are you? What the? I don't care. I don't care. I lied about everything. They actually didn't hook up. They didn't even date. They didn't like each other. They Lauren was drunk that night, so she was like falling over. That's why her arm was there. And then they kissed one time. They had a friendly kiss, and then they parted ways like respectable adults. And they both vanished into the night. And that's it. Okay. Be careful, my Deuterinos.
You wrote to Abba, no, I have always liked you other than when you upset me. Do you see that?
Yes.
And what were you referring to?
When he upset me?
Yes.
I think we are like, it's embarrassing I don't know his full legal name as I answer this, but we were like talking in a romantic way. So.
Did you have a physical relationship with Abba?
We make out.
Did you have sex with Abba?
No.
Okay.
No.
Looks and acts like trash. Fucking candy. I love it. Holy shit. Yeah, but she's got crazy eyes, Barcode. She got them crazy eyes. Yeah. True. She got some zongers on her, bazongers. To use the correct parlance. So this shit is happening. Oh, also, yeah. As expected. Nothing, no surprise here. I think we all knew this was coming. Wait. Oh, right before re-entry. Man. The fun thing about playing KSP all the time is, like, this is a thing. What's happening here is, like, so familiar to me. I do shit like this all the time. But yeah. Supreme Court declined to even see the appeal. No dissents. Yeah, right? Yeah. Ooh, what up, Candy?
Yo, I'm never gonna fuck with Dan.
With Dan Saltman?
Yeah.
Why?
He's right now on anything else going ham on these motherfuckers. You remember what I showed you this earlier today?
Yeah.
He's still, you know how he is. When somebody fucking rubs him the wrong way,
Yeah,
he goes in 1000%.
Yeah.
And he right now he's on anything else
Let's see.
going ham on these motherfuckers, calling them pedophiles because something
Oh,
came up
maybe.
that
This is about to make it all worthwhile.
not
Stand
Chud, the other
We're
guy
going
that was
back to
in the
basics. Hold
stream,
on. Can I get Asmon Gold
that he
covering
was
this
doing some
drama
shit
as
too.
well?
Oh no, wait, or was it Chud?
Triple.as.
I think Chad at one point was
It's funny
accused of
because I think he's
something,
gonna have no context
and
of all of
Destiny.
what's
You gotta
going on.
watch the stream. The
What?
stream.
Yeah.
You know what?
There's a lot
Fuck
to
it.
that stream.
I love it.
I think Chad at one point was accused of something, and
Rumble is
Destiny vouched for him
Man.
and whatever. I don't know. It's whatever. So, but Dan right now
Rumble
is
is
going.
rough.
You know how
That's
he
all I'm
is.
gonna say.
Well,
When he goes in, he
I've
goes
got
in.
the stream pulled up right now.
He
Let's
is
see.
going ham on these motherfuckers, calling them pedophiles and all this shit. Like, what? That's it. Chad Logic.
Yeah.
So that was weird. And then I looked into what the
Oh
fuck
no,
they
I'm
were even
just
talking
barcode
about.
road. Chad Logic. Yeah, that account.
Yeah. Let's see.
And then I
Oh,
found
shoot,
the
what is that?
account they were talking about. One of my mods found the account they
He
were
is
talking about.
going fucking
I'll
ham.
save y'all some trouble. I got no idea who the fuck that is.
And he pulled up
Just in case any of you doxers are hoping
like
that's
screenshots of stuff that
like-
he said
For some reason, people think
before.
Fill
Like,
me in a little bit, Barcode. We started watching it earlier, but I didn't get through the VOD. Can you like give me a quick breakdown?
Bit
when
like
I
Sticks and
click
Hammer.
this, there's like no extra account. Like I don't have an alt account. I don't do that.
That is. That's a little bit funny. I mean, like if I was trying to prove something, I'd be like, no alt accounts here.
I can
see?
give you somewhat
Not
of a
logged
breakdown,
in.
but the thing is,
It's funny.
I don't know who the players are in it.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know who Chad
Nothing's
Logic
here.
is, and I don't know who
I
the other guy.
I think
is.
Barcode is.
I don't even
is
know the
about
name.
to break it down a little bit for us. So.
I hope so. I hope so, because he probably can do a better job than I can. But it started with Chud Logic and
then I go to the gym, and then I talk money, and then
Dan.
I'm not
That's
gonna
where it
lie,
started.
Still hooking.
And
Okay.
Dan was telling
That was a
him
little cringe to say.
that this
Tecton,
person
okay?
was doxing, and he's
Right.
like,
You
I
know,
remember that.
but
Just
when
saying.
when Dan presented
you
it
could
to
do it like
him,
ironically.
he
a little
had
bit, like Steve
redacted
did the
or
ironic,
blacked out some
Dark Knight
stuff.
thing toward
What
Nicandros
he
and it was funny.
redacted was
I'm not
names
sure
of
this was
other
ironic.
people
I
that
don't
were
know.
there, but were not part of what was going
I don't want
on.
to give this guy's a good
Therefore,
stream. You know,
he didn't
he's a
feel
bigger
the
streamer
need
than
to
I am, so he
reveal
might have fucking
the
given
other
advice, but,
person's name.
you
Does
know.
that make sense?
Sure.
Creators
Oh,
and sponsors,
Chudness
No.
was
whatever.
using
I'm never
doxing
gonna tell you
tools
where
to
those
find people that were
coming from.
attacking, bullying, harassing Pikachu.
Yeah, as far as
After
you're
she got
concerned, I have a
protective order
very
on
powerful team of
Tectone.
Jewish
That's
people
the only
that work
background I need to
behind the
know. I
scenes
mean,
that will
like,
never
yeah,
have
that's
a
kind of
public
what
face. That
you
way
were saying.
No,
He's on
no,
Rumble.
not really. There's
No.
there's more to
He's,
that than
tell
that.
me you're on Rumble. without saying that you're on Rumble.
What else?
So what happened was it started with that.
Tell me you're on Rumble without saying you're on Rumble.
When he,
Go,
let's say,
go,
for instance,
do it.
there's something going on.
All right,
Me, you, and Daniel are having a conversation.
Okay, what do we got
but
for
me
links?
and you are talking about
clicking
this thing, right?
Okay.
But Daniel's in the conversation, but he's not participating in it. But it's me and you talking. So when they present the conversation, they redact Daniel because Daniel wasn't really part of that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think that guy should get a
okay. So
9-day
that's
ban.
where it kind of started. Chud Logic was like, "Oh, you just redacting stuff to make shit look worse than what it was. You're not really showing me the whole thing." And he's like, "What's there? It's not relevant." That's why he didn't put put redacted or not relevant.
Okay.
On when he blacked that out. And he just kept saying, "Oh, you're trying to manipulate it. You're trying to manipulate it. You're trying to manipulate it." So then he ended up showing him what was removed.
I'm not clicking that link.
And
it's
then
now.
eventually they got Destiny to join. And then eventually they got the guy who did the his boy, the one that's using the tools, to join the chat as well. To explain what exactly was it that he was seeing, because he was Chud Logic did not want to. It almost like he was in denial. He didn't want to. No. Based on even the conversation, they're talking in the conversation. Let's do this, let's do that. You know, whatever. He was like, "Oh, it's out of context. You're removing stuff. Like you just want to make him look bad." Got
Barcode
it?
Says,
so then that gets joined.
Well, Barcode says, I don't know, the argument
I'm
on
sorry.
stream
Am I not allowed
not
to have fun? Is that like not an okay thing to do?
No, okay, but there's more to that.
Just like such,
they just shared it amongst
you're haters.
themselves.
That's it. You're haters.
Right. So that came after.
Right,
remember, the conversation started with Chud
when you look at the
and Dan. Then Destiny joined. Then that other guy joined. So then when the other guy joined, initially Chud Logic was denying that it was even happening, that Dan was trying to make him look bad. But then when the other guy joined, he said, "Yeah, we did it because we wanted to know." He was basically protecting, trying to see if this person was because Pikachu had gotten a protection order, so he doxed them to basically kind of like compare if the information that was popping up matched with tech stuff. So that's when they got caught, because they were like, "Okay, so how do you know Tectone's other stuff unless you dox Tectone to find out their stuff, and so that you could compare?" It was like, it was really, you gotta watch the stream itself and do your own judgment on it. This right here is kind of like a summary, but it's not any accurate. But anyways, but then the argument turned into, "Oh yes, we did dox him, but it was because of this reason. And as long as we're not sharing it with anyone, it's not really doxing."
Yeah, that's the part that Barcode was talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So then they went from this argument to another argument. "Oh, we did it because of this," and then they went, "Oh, but if we're not sharing it, it's not doxing." It doesn't. You are kind of sharing it, because at one point he did say, I was going to share this information with Pikachu so that if it was him, so that she could give it to her lawyers or whoever is helping her with her restraining order, so that, you know, they could have that information. So you are sharing it. You know what I mean? Like, it was like such a clusterfuck. Like, they couldn't keep their story straight. But yeah, and then they just ended up fighting and calling Destiny all kinds of names and shit like that. Like, totally unnecessary.
I kind of want to see that part where just for fucking entertainment purposes, I want to see where it flies off the handle. Like,
and now Dan is going fucking.
About when did that happen?
That conversation,
because like we started watching the conversation, but like about when in the discussion did everybody lose their shit?
throughout the whole thing. From the beginning, Chud Logic is losing his shit.
No, but you said at one point it like devolved to them like screaming at each other and calling him names.
Yeah, they were screaming at each other. It was, I don't even know, maybe an hour into it. Because again, they brought in.
What is it? Okay,
It
but
was
this is the
Dan
problem.
and Chud.
You're
It starts
redacting the
with
name of.
Tim. They're talking for a while, maybe a half hour, and then they bring in Destiny, and Destiny starts to ask questions like, okay, what happened? Why is this being done? Blah blah blah. And then eventually, Chud Logic said, "Well, let's bring this person, and he can tell us what all of this means."
Okay. Well,
And then eventually they brought him in.
Are we saying gay op?
Yeah.
I don't know what the context is. I don't know what it means.
But it was
the Steam
crazy,
thing looks
but,
bad. Again,
but
I
yeah.
need more information.
But it
about
went
that.
from that, and
now
then
you're
it's
trying
like
to link people
I
in
was
spicy chat
I was
to
gonna
this
do it to
by the
share it
sheer
with
thing that
her.
we're
I just
in
want
the
you to
same
read
just
the
said
image.
you're not,
I just
I'm
want you to
not
read to the
sharing.
end.
You are sharing it. So,
Okay,
like,
but there's a number
yeah,
of.
it was crazy.
You see what
So, like,
Sleepy said?
Oh no, I never watched that show. I didn't like that.
Is again, this makes
Ben's
it look like
point seemed to be
unrelated redact.
that you can't know if someone is connected to Tectone StreamOn unless you already doxed them. You have to know someone's identity if you're going to connect the dots. That seems true.
And this is a fucking total shitter YouTuber guy.
But their story is
Well,
I don't know how to.
not
I don't know how to
doxing
make this any clearer
if you're not
Just like,
sharing.
just
You've
keep
created
But
this
they are
document to make it look
sharing
as bad
because
as
it's
possible
doxing
to
to
smear
give it to
Shamu and
Pikachu
the
for her
Kandros.
case.
This is
For
going to
her,
be. If this is the best
restraining order
that you can
thing.
have to cover
So
this,
you
it's
are
going to be
doing
hard.
it for doxings if you're sharing information. It's ridiculous what they're saying. And then when they were losing the argument, they start losing their shit and start.
Well, here, let me
Now,
see if I can find where that
That this
happened.
Twitter user was Tectone.
Well, no, like, serious good thing here.
I've never even seen this tool.
Joe, my love. No,
Trying
did you try to
long-term harass
Did I
you, bro?
dox Doobie?
Just some guy in a chat.
Wait, did I dox?
I'm not the person like
did I dox
There's
Doobie?
people
Did I
who
dox Doobie?
literally would watch slop because they like that kind of
Queeman?
shit. I
Dude,
don't. I do not
fucking
like.
hate Queeman. Let's see. That dude is such a piece of shit. Okay, it looks like it's around here. All right,
That's it. That's the person.
All right,
I don't.
okay.
Again, I
Let's
don't
watch
even.
this for. Let's watch this for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
This is how they do the meta narrative.
Oh,
You have to
remember,
create
it's
your
like-
own
it's
conspiracy,
right
so you
now.
have to say
Remember
this
that right now.
shit
We're going
retarded
after
stuff.
one thing. So really get it in. This is the only time. This will be it. This is the one thing you have to defend. This is it, and you're done. You're off the hook after this, right?
I'm sure you can put out whatever else that's like manipulated, and and we can do it again. I don't give a shit, but I know what I do, and I know you guys are lying about me, and you redacted those names of an OnlyFans creator who's huge, by the way. You redacted that to try to
also,
smear
listen,
me.
good, then fuck Dan.
Smear
Wait,
merchants.
so then
Smear
Dan, wait,
merchants.
so then Dan is wrong, right? So then you would say that there is no evidence of any of you guys in this server or any other servers using this tool or tools like it that look up people's real life information, right? You would easily stand by that statement.
And by the way, looking up usernames, that's not private
Excuse
info.
me,
That's
can
public
you
info
not-
that they used to
hello?
have.
You understand
So-
that?
You guys are arguing for this. This is cinema.
No. So I'm just curious.
No, you guys are getting wrecked.
You would agree with that, right? You would say
Embarrassing.
no, because you win, right? You agree with that statement that I just made, right? That if we were to look up,
I don't know, I wasn't listening.
if we
How
had,
we do it?
let's say
How's
theoretically, if people had seen everything that you guys had typed in these servers, the only time you
Okay,
ever
man.
use a tool that could look up somebody's real life identifying information, this is the only time it's ever happened.
Are you talking in like my time online or what? What are you talking about?
You want me to repeat the question?
So you're saying like in that server or something? I have no idea what else goes on in that server.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, most of the time it's just them boosting their
let's say
fucking
that you have no
tweets.
idea then, okay? If you were to find out that kind of stuff was going on in that server, would that be upsetting to you?
Well, personally, since you guys lie and redact everything to smear people, I probably would have to look at it. But
Do you understand that
anyways, but I'm sure you guys
do you
would
understand that wasn't the question that I
I
asked at all? You know that wasn't the question I asked at all, right?
Yeah, whatever. This whole, you redacted a giant creator's name to try to manipulate people.
Don't
with
worry
this
about the
last
redacted thing, okay? So if you found out that these types of tools were used in the servers that you were in, that would upset you, right? Because you don't know about it, right?
It depends on what they're using the tools for and if they're publicizing private information. If they're publicizing private information, then yeah, that's doxing.
And
Using
reaching out to
if you're a researcher though and you make videos, there's lots of things that you use, but what matters is if you publish it. If you're using it to
You're
harass
filibustering
somebody or
right now.
anything like that.
Yeah. So let's say that you would have found out. Let's say, should I go get some more tea, okay?
Yep.
Let's say that you were to have unmasked that account that you said was harassing Pinky Chew or whatever. What would you have done with that information?
I was going to give it to the person who had a protection order because they were being harassed and stalked.
And that protection order protected them from all bad words on the internet. Is that what you're saying?
They aren't supposed to harass. If the mod of his, right, if they're like coordinating harassment against her or someone close to him, then yeah, that's bad.
Okay.
Then
So
I'm sure she would want to. I'm sure that she would want to know about that to tell the
idea is
whatever else.
No, just one person. One person. Don't help him. Don't help him. Don't help him. You can DM him. You can DM him like you were before. It's okay.
Yes.
You can DM me. Okay. So my question.
I like
I'm gonna ask
the
it again.
conversation. Discuss.
I'm gonna have. Okay. I'm gonna ask the same question again. Okay.
Oh,
Listen
shit.
really carefully. I know you like to ramble on some random shit.
Oh shit! Big time cameo. Big time cameo in the chat. Oh shit! We're breaking the fourth wall, boys.
if you would have unmasked the account, if you would have figured out the real life identity of the
You
person.
just asked this question. I told you
Yeah,
I
and
would
then
take
you
it to
started
you.
yapping.
Your brain is like,
You started
fuck, I
talking
already
about
answered your fucking question.
Listen to the answer, you disgusting
So
low
let me ask it
There
again.
it
You're having a
is.
lot of trouble with this, okay?
Queenman's coming in
If you
to
would
say
have unmasked the
fucking
account and figured out the
nonsense.
real life name of that
Just
account,
act like
would you
a
have passed that
bitch.
information on to Pinky Chew?
No. Why? It had nothing to do with that. It was about user just being like, oh, is this a mod or not? It had nothing to do with like getting someone's real
How
name
would
or
you have
something.
known? Do you know the names of all of Tectone's mods?
No, no. Oh, you mean like their user?
You could cross-reference that.
You could
Yeah, to see if
cross-reference
they've
it.
got-
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask again. You're not understanding me. If you would have used
I
this
am
tool
actually perfectly
to
understanding you. I've answered you
unmask the
twice now.
account, you figure out who the person is, their real life name.
No, you
Would you
are
have passed
inserting
that
that.
information?
That was not.
No,
that
then
was
you
not
can say
the
no.
point of
You
any
can
of
say
that.
no, we wouldn't
That
do
wasn't what anyone was trying to do. But you want to push that because you're trying to push this crazy fucking narrative that all these people are trying to ruin you and everything. When the reality is that you
Still,
shared
I'm gonna ask the same
unconsensually
question when you're
revenge
done.
porn. You were sexting Rose when she was
Yeah,
underage,
but-
and she was sending you shit and all that other
If
stuff.
you're shitty at debate, why would you bring in Queeman? He's a fucking retard.
But you want to try to use this.
Actually, it was
to
a
try to
good-
blanket all
Keep
this.
pivoting. So my
Did you say
question,
yes
my
to revenge porn,
question,
Destiny?
my question is
Should you
very,
have revenge porn?
very,
Is that
very
what
simple.
you're saying, Destiny?
Very simple. Queeman, this is the
Oh,
first
that would be
conversation
cool.
of the 7
That
we've
would
had
be
where you've
cool.
actually been brave enough to be mean to me, by the way. So congratulations.
I've
You only
got capital
needed
to you. Keep
2 or
going,
3 other
keep
people in
going,
here in order to
keep
get
going,
on it. So
keep going,
congratulations.
fucking
So
watch
Shamu,
it.
I'm going to ask the same question again.
Go
Very,
ahead,
very,
keep
very
it.
simple.
It's all
Very
right.
simple. You got Queeman coaching you. You can do this. He's probably DMing you too, okay?
One,
Very, very,
one.
very simple. Queeman, were you the one that DM'd that it was just a lull archiver to
Yep.
Ah, okay, interesting.
I misunderstood.
Interesting. You misunderstood, even though you had no. Were you part of that room? Did you click that tool? Did you look at anything?
I was
on
not
it?
in that. I was not in that conversation. I just looked
Oh,
afterwards.
so that's kind of interesting. So you were
What's
messaging Chud, you were in his DMs trying to twist a narrative about facts that you didn't possess. That's kind of crazy because didn't Chud just accuse me of doing that, but couldn't give a single example of it? Okay,
I
Shimu,
thought-
I'm gonna ask you a very
I
simple
thought-
question.
I thought I had the facts.
Shimu, very, very simple question. Shimu, very
We've
simple
made this
question.
mistake.
If you
Yeah,
would have,
everyone
if
said
this
it's the
tool
end.
would have been
Yeah,
used,
I gotta
if
make
this
it-
tool
I'm
would have
gonna
been
make
used,
a drink, bro.
Shimu, no,
I'm
no,
listening.
Shimu, super simple question. If this tool would have been used to unmask the real life name of this person, would you have passed that along to Pinky Chew?
You already asked that. What is wrong with your brain? You literally have already asked this question. I told you no. I was only interested to see if it's a mod or not.
And then my
You're
question
just
was,
like,
how would
what
you
is
know
going
if
on
it's a
up
mod
there? What's
if you
wrong
don't know
with
the real life names of all of Tectone's mods? How would you know that?
You literally already. I'm walking across the room to make a
this
drink
is
too,
my
but it was
Why
about
would you
a
not send
mod
it to Pinky Chew?
username.
Defend sending it to Pinky Chew. Why wouldn't you send it to Pinky Chew? If she's got a protective order against Tectone, and Tectone or someone close to him is harassing her, yes, pass that to Pinky Chew. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, that's cool. So you're willing to unmask accounts that you perceive as harassing Pinky Chew online, and if you figure out who
I
those
like how you
people
try
are,
to use unmasked and play doxing when doxing is specifically the publication we're talking about privately sending it to a relevant party.
so okay, that's fine too. So then, just to be clear, if I were to figure out the real life identity of somebody and I just sent that to somebody else, you wouldn't consider that doxing.
That's not technically doxing, though.
Why are you saying technically? Let me ask again. If somebody were to unmask an account on Twitter, they figured out who the real life identity was, and they sent that personally identifiable information to a friend or somebody else, you wouldn't consider that doxing.
No, I would consider that sending someone's dox information, but not doxing.
What about in a public
You would,
Discord?
wait, hold on.
Or
You would,
Like I said, if you needed help with debate, why the fuck would you bring in Queeman? He's retarded. Point proven. Did y'all fucking just hear that? Did y'all fucking just hear that? Oh shit. I need to hear that again. Because I must have misheard that. I must have misheard that.
Doxing, though.
why are you saying technically? Let me ask again. If somebody were to unmask an account on Twitter, they figured out who the real life identity was, and they sent that personally identifiable information to a friend or somebody else, you wouldn't consider that doxing.
No, I would consider that sending someone's dox information, but not doxing.
What about in a public
You would,
Discord?
I would consider that sending someone's dox information, but not doxing. I suppose he means because it's not necessarily public. But that's fucking stupid.
hold on.
Or
You would
if they
consider,
send information in
sending
public Discord, that would be doxing.
Okay, you would consider
But the
sending
publication is what I see
information.
as
I guess we.
it's a key element of doxing.
I don't know if
I
we
see.
count
Okay,
this
okay.
one. I don't know if you count this Discord as public or private because it was.
Oh, I count it as a
small.
public Discord. That's a 100-person Discord.
There's 100 people in that motherfucker.
So, all right.
So you don't really
Dan, I thought we were cool. Dan, what the fuck, bro?
I mean, you're honestly.
Serious as a doxer.
Shamu, you're. I gotta be honest, man. You're fucking caught up in shit, and I feel bad, bro. I do.
Oh, fuck off, Dan. You're such a
You're
rich
the-
man.
So you guys got nothing else now, then? You guys have nothing else now.
Is this
Is that
what
it?
you've got? You've
Oh,
got a link
see,
to
do you
a
see
tool
what's happening right now?
You've got a link to a tool that was used to look up Twitter usernames.
I just want you guys
to
to defend
condemn
it.
here.
I want you to defend it.
Wait,
as hard as you can.
hold on, wait,
I will
is that
defend
true?
sending that to Pinky Chew. You
Wait,
should send that to Pinky
is
Chew
that
if you
true?
think it's
Hold
a
on.
moderator or Tectone.
Wait, I didn't know that. Wait, Chill Logic, was that true? This is just a tool that allows you to look up Twitter usernames?
No, I didn't say that, did I? I said it's what
Did
it's
he?
used for. I didn't say the tool is only for that.
Oh,
Fucking
wait.
listen, you know.
That's also
No,
not
my
true,
bad.
by the way.
Okay, I didn't hear. Okay, so you know the search that they ran on this tool.
Well, I don't know the search. I've been sent a screenshot, and obviously I can't verify it because I don't know what, I can't verify the screenshot.
Oh, you've been
I'm
sent
going off
something.
some
Hold on,
level.
Chud. So somebody sent you another fact to spin a
Nicandros
narrative
sent it to me,
that they
yes.
don't
Nicandros
have
sent it
the
to
information
me.
about?
Oh, it's Nicandros that sent it to me. So, okay.
Is Nicandros the one that ran the search?
Who's filibustering now, you fucking pedo? Who's fucking filibustering now,
keep
dude?
going. Yep, go ahead.
No, dude, you are filibustering. You claimed me earlier. Now you're doing it.
Yep.
Nicandros
You wanna
sent
say
it to
one
me.
time?
Oh shit.
Nicandros,
This has been fun.
Oh my god. Nicandros sent it to me, okay? So I can't verify whether Nicandros is telling the truth. I am definitely relying on some trust in Nicandros, having known him for a little while. He could be lying to me, right?
Do you think
I
that
believe, I don't believe.
Okay, I understand what you're
Based on the screenshot
saying.
saying about the username and the fact the screenshot looking at usernames, I think it was just used by a third party to check previous usernames on Twitter. I don't classify that as doxing. Do I think it's like the best online behavior? No, probably not. I think using tools that Kiwi Farms use isn't necessarily the best online behavior. But I don't think it's quite the same as posting someone's name in fucking, chat like you fucking did.
Nice.
So
Okay.
the
So
point
this is called admitting to the smaller crime, right? We say, well, I don't think it's okay, right?
Oh,
But like, I just have a couple questions.
That's what I'm doing at all.
I'm just trying to figure out
what I'm saying to you.
Keep
What I'm saying to you.
You're gonna repeat the same shit you just said. I don't know why you're gonna repeat it, but go ahead. Why? No, why? Because you're nervous. Go ahead.
Okay. What I'm saying is that I could have an issue with using the tool, but in this case, it doesn't really seem to be of use for anything beyond checking the username.
I understand. You just said that. Okay.
And that's what Nicandros said to me, and I believe Nicandros.
Repeat some more facts.
That's where I am with this.
Okay. You're
So
calling
what is your response to that?
You turn your webcam off.
What is your response to that?
My response is one. I thought Nicandros said he didn't run the search. Did I misunderstand that?
No, Nicandros said a third party ran the search. He asked a third party to look up previous Twitter usernames.
And the third party was using a tool that he posted in the Discord, but he didn't use. But he posted it in the Discord and asked somebody else.
He mentioned it. He mentioned it, and he says, "I'll throw it across to a third party." So this is backed up by the message exchange.
Okay, so then the third party only searched for Twitter usernames?
Well, I don't know what the third party did and didn't do.
Isn't that what you just said, though? Didn't you say earlier?
No, I didn't.
Well, because
no,
initially I thought you said it was used just to look up Twitter users, and then I clarified.
As
And you said,
far
no, I
as
said
I
it was
understand,
used
no,
to look up Twitter users, and now you just said it was used to look up Twitter users, so you have no idea
Who
at all?
cares what it was used to look up? It was
Okay.
whether it's published or not.
Sure, that's fine. Okay, that's great. That's a good. Okay, so it was a full docs that they were running on this account. They didn't find anything, I guess, right? So nothing was published. But that's what this was, right?
It was a full docs they were running on this account.
You were
docs
trying
is
to
when
look
you
up.
publish it, you lying.
No, you said doxing is when you publish something. You said if you send a docs to somebody, that doesn't count as doxing
I said
somebody.
you send docs information. Doxable information.
Doxical? Was that the word?
Doxable. A-D-L-E.
I gotta write down all these words. Sorry. What does doxable mean? What does that mean again? Is that like a username? Is doxable or?
As in something information you could use to dox someone, you moron.
Like
what
a username?
What do you think I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying. I've never heard the term doxable in my entire life. That's what I'm asking. I've never
As
heard
information that if you published it, it would be doxed. It would be doxing.
So it would just be dox, not doxable.
No, the dox is when you publish it. It's doxable information. Information, if you used it, it would be doxing.
So, like, is a username doxable, or?
It depends on the username. If it's their public-facing main username, then no. If it's a username that leads back...
I need him to start telling Destiny he has the burden of proof so we complete the Andrew Wilson debate tactics.
Say it's like, your username's Stevie B, that could be doxable.
Okay.
Oh my god,
so you guys did a full docs lookup on this account. That's what you did, right?
Who's you guys? Who's you guys?
Whoever's in the server.
No, no one in the server did the search.
They were posting the tool in here, and they were the ones requesting the information.
They mentioned the tool. They mentioned the tool, and said a third party would search it.
Who's the?
Sleepy loves a good rage bait.
Third party.
One of Himbleton's friends, apparently. That's what Log say.
Okay.
I wasn't in the conversation. So
and listen, you know what? Maybe that's fair. So then my question is it an ordinary practice that for this particular server, you don't actually do the lookups in the server, but you always request it from a third party? Is that ordinary?
I don't do lookups in the server. So
Wait,
I
I'm just trying to understand. You said that they didn't look it up in the server. That's really good. So there's no doxing happening in that server. But you said they passed it off to a third party. I'm asking, do you know who the third party is? And is it ordinary that they pass?
No, I'm purely going off of the law. I'm going off of the
If you're purely going off of this, then why do we need you in here? Quinman, why do we need you in here? Quinman, why do we need you in here? I can read. We don't need you in here to read.
Your reading of the evidence. You are lying about the evidence.
I'm lying. Weren't you the one earlier?
You can try and tell me to leave because you just got totally blown the fuck out and you're like, oh, well, I guess that would be fine. And I had to come up with a new narrative. But you are totally lost on this, retard.
I'm lost on this, but weren't you the first one to confidently assert a totally false fact to Chud Logic and DMs?
I made one mistake in the course of the
But you didn't make a mistake, right? How did you even know what the docs website was?
Because I went and checked the logs.
You went and checked the logs in the thing, and then you assumed. How did you know that it was just for Twitter? When you clicked the website, does it just say Twitter?
Well, it's called LOL Archiver, and it says when I click on it, it says League of Legends name history checker.
You don't see the side on the left that says Twitch tools, Kick tools, LOL Archiver, database search engine, Twitter tools, TikTok tools.
I assume those were different tools. I assume this was LOL Archiver was for League of Legends, and the other tools were for other things.
Oh, it was just off on the side, so you didn't really think about that.
I assumed it was a different search.
Okay, that's fine. Wait, I'm just curious then. Then why is your story changed?
You are harping on this one mistake because your broader narrative is falling apart.
I'm just curious. Why not just say? Why not just say now? No, I stand by what I told Chud Logic. It was just a LOL account lookup. Before you thought that they weren't involved with the things on the left. Now you're saying they were involved with things on the left. Why? Do you know which searches the person ran?
Dude, what are you not understanding here? I looked at the website. I thought it was a League of Legends archiver. I thought it was on the side with different tools.
My question is for Shimo if he's still here. So you had to send it off to another person because you couldn't run it. Why?
You don't even know what's going on.
No, I want money.
I'm asking. Nothing. I never sent anything to.
You don't even know what's happening. Read your own logs, Dan. Read your own fucking.
Yeah. Maybe if you unredact the people's names and shit, you'll be able to understand your own logs. Take away the smearing, and you might be able to understand what happened.
Could it be because it costs money to do it that someone might have to? Some features are paid, and you have to pay for certain features like data breach and things along those lines. I might have to.
So just acknowledge you just accused Shimu of sending it off. It wasn't Shimu, was it? That's in the logs.
No, I'm sorry, my fault. Why did you guys have to send it to someone? Why couldn't you? Just
no, Nicandros sent it.
Does it get crazy again, or did we like pass most of the crazy spurring? Let's see. He's there for a while longer. I mean, I guess it looks like.
Why couldn't Nicandros do it himself?
Just finish it out.
Because he said he didn't have money. He didn't have the
I can explain this. I can explain this.
Okay, and for the first thing, where he said,
sorry, do you want me to explain it?
No, I want to
explain it or not? Do you want me to explain it?
Before he
I'll
did
tell you what, I'll explain.
he did another one. He said, this person is not on Steam. It could be
sleepy. The debate is over if you need Dan to take over.
Unique enough to Sherlock. What is Sherlock?
Oh, Dan, can we just point out, sorry, Sherlock is one that doesn't search breaches, by the way. Also, Dan, can we just point out you actually lied in this conversation earlier, didn't you, Dan?
About what?
Well, you said that the Steam username was different to the Twitter username, but it wasn't, was it? They were just searching the same username.
Is that
Wait, Dan, you lied about that?
That is the case. I've got that in the logs, you lying fuck.
Another lie.
You lied. Another lie. Wow.
No,
you lied to me.
I can send it to you right now. You lying fucking rat.
Never trusted you.
Why are you guys talking about this person's username being Mr. right, Dan? Here's the substantiation for that. Here's the
fuck did you just say?
Relevant Twitter account, and we can show the rest of it. We can show the logs. Here's the logs that you redacted. So you redacted. The username that's redacted was in these logs.
Yes.
The username in these logs, you redacted it and said it was different to the Twitter username. It's not, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the Steam name here is the same as that one. Yes.
Okay, so you were wrong or lying earlier, weren't you, Dan?
Oh, well, I guess in your case, I could say I'm mistaken. I'm sorry. In the docs tool that they ran, my bad. They entered the same username twice to get email. Like, if you want, as I said
so
before,
they were using a single username. I mean, one username was posted in there. They didn't post the docs tool. They didn't run the docs tool.
They did post the docs tool. They post what? Two of them, Sherlock and Lol Archiver.
They did not post Lol Archive. They mentioned it.
Yes, they did. Oh, sorry, they mentioned it. Okay. I didn't. If there's a meaningful difference to you guys, that's fine. I like that.
I just want to be specific. If we're being specific, I want to be very specific with your allegations.
Explicit on his specifics.
Dan, what are you accusing Shimu of? What are you accusing Shimu of? Answer my question, Dan. What are you accusing Shimu of? Answer my question now.
I'm trying to find the actual real life identity of an anonymous Twitter account.
So yes, it's a lie.
And then being able to send it off to someone else.
Trying to find or trying to dox? Trying to find or trying to dox?
Oh, sorry. Trying to dox the identity off of a username.
Okay, so you think Shimu was trying to publish it? That's what you think for the purpose of harassment?
Well, I mean,
so I can talk about difference in questioning strategies later, but the goal when somebody's acting in bad faith, the goal is you always try to hyperfixate on some like minor specific fact that's not really relevant to the entire thing. This is why we're playing a lot of board games with Queen, and he's trying to say, well, that wasn't doxing. It was sending doxable information or dox. Like the reason I push him on that is because it's a funny word, doxable. But anything's doxable. It's not, nobody uses that term, right? But he ended up squirming into this position. But I don't know if Dan was wrong on this username or whatever, because I don't know what the fuck Dan's arguing. But like if the goal, if you can push somebody on some minor fact and then they were wrong about some minor fact, then you can kind of like back away and say, oh, we were right on the whole conversation. Generally, when you know that you fucked up, if you're like trying to argue in, I would say bad faith. When you know you've like kind of lost the main point, you try to find like a minor thing to take a victory on, and then you back up and you just call the other person a liar. This is why I prefer to just ask questions, let them take a position, and then after they've taken a position, just like ask them about the thing, and then you can see them squirm afterwards because they didn't know what the question was going to be, and they're lying when they give their answers. I think it's a better way to, but that's just my approach, whatever.
Yeah,
then
wait, just be clear, nobody in that server, as far as you can.
Sorry, just to be clear, the reality is that like this is a docs tool. You would only ever link this tool because you're trying to hardcore dox somebody. They 100%.
Well, we can go ahead and end that for now then. Anything else we want to look at before we talk a little bit about the China thing? I haven't watched the most recent episode yet, no, but I am caught up on the rest of it. Yeah, it's just been busy last few days. I was on set. That's why I couldn't stream on Wednesday. I mean, like, let's see, from Wednesday to Thursday, I didn't sleep at all, like Wednesday night, Thursday morning, so just working set stuff. Ugh. It was a lot. Spending good time with Aurora. She watches with me. Oh. BBC now, too? Fuck. Alright, we'll put it in Brave. Let's see if that does it. Yeah. All right. Well, this isn't exactly the kind of news we want to hear. You know, I think the U.S. should generally stand by Taiwan. I understand that we have the one China policy, but like publicly telling Taiwan to quote cool it is not good, especially when China is posturing to invade and all of that. Just not a good look. Oh yeah. This is the other thing, is like there's this big deal of weapons going to Taiwan, and now Trump apparently was talking about it with Xi, and like he still has to allow it to go through. And like it's worrying if this meeting with Xi means that we are gonna renege on that deal, when again China is like, you know, doing all kinds of stuff in the South China Sea, and like, I don't know, you know, really pushing it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Not good. Yeah, China ramped up military drills around the island in recent years. Like, this is the thing, is like Trump, he'll be like, I'm trying to avoid war. And in doing so, he always like sets up the more vulnerable, like, you know, in the case of Russia, like Ukraine, in the case of China, Taiwan, the more vulnerable country up, you know, to have less success. And he thinks that's somehow going to sway the other side to not be in war. But like, the reason we don't do that is because, if anything, it's just going to push them forward, because now they feel like, oh, they don't see it as like, oh, they don't have as many weapons, they won't be a threat. They see it as, oh, they're not going to have as many weapons or as much support. It should be easier for us to invade. Ugh. It's rough. Rough. Not good. Then he's telling China and Taiwan to both cool it, as if Taiwan is the one that's doing anything. Which, like, they're not. Not looking to have somebody go independent, even though, like, Taiwan considers itself independent. He refused to directly answer Xi when asked if the U.S. would defend Taiwan against a Chinese attack. He said, I don't talk about that. Okay. I mean, like, I guess that's kind of fair-ish. I would prefer a stronger response. But, you know, that may lead the Chinese to think that, like, you know what, he's saying, I don't know. He has this weird thing about trying not to do wars unless they're wars that, like, he personally thinks will be his his glory. So we'll see. It's hard to know. In line with the U.S. longstanding one China policy. Okay, that makes sense. Strategic ambiguity leaves all other Washington would come to Taipei's aid in the event of a Chinese attack. Raised concerns that China is in a strong position to attack Taiwan because of the movement of the U.S. Navy carriers from the Indo-Pacific region to the Middle East and the depletion of American munitions as a result of their use against Iran. Yeah. There's only one person that knows that. You know who it is? Me. I'm the only person as to whether he would defend Taiwan in the case of a Chinese attack. We discussed the whole thing with the arms sales in great detail, actually, and I'll be making a decision. But, I think the last thing we need right now is a war that's 9,500 miles away. Okay. That could be good. Chinese state media, which has been glowing about Trump's praise for the Chinese leader, has made no mention of Trump and his administration's conversations about Taiwan, which analysts say likely means the Chinese side did not like what was said. Secretary of State Marco Rubio told NBC News in an interview that the issue was raised, that U.S. policy on the issue of Taiwan is unchanged as of today. Okay. The issue of Taiwan took center stage on the first day of the two-day summit after Xi delivered a surprisingly stern message on Taiwan despite positive preliminaries about the conflict. Warned Trump that the U.S. and China will have clashes and even conflicts if the long-standing issue of Taiwan's independence is mishandled. Xi told his American counterpart it could put the entire relationship between their two nations in great jeopardy if that issue is not properly handled. Chinese state news outlet Xinhua reported on Thursday. She told Trump that the Taiwan question is the most important issue in China-U.S. relations. I mean, it is a big deal. In the run-up to the summit, there was an expectation that Beijing would press Trump to change U.S. official policy on Taiwan status from does not support independence to opposes independence. Tweak words would be more of a statement of the status of Taiwan, moving it more in line with Beijing's view and sending a message about U.S. security commitments in the region. Taiwan expert Bonnie Glaser, who this month co-authored an article in the journal Foreign Affairs titled "Why China Waits, Beijing is Playing a Long Game on Taiwan," told CNBC there are strong reasons for Xi to hold off on an attack against Taiwan. That's true. They have economic issues. And obviously, Taiwan geographically is tough, and also they really don't want to rock the boat internationally with all of these other countries that they have all these deals with. Question is, what would be the likely cost to China even if they might be able to succeed in military takeover, said Glaser, who's managing director of the Indo-Pacific program at the German Marshall Fund. The cost would be prohibitive. There is no certainty of success, and the costs of failure are very high, including threatening the CCP's legitimacy. Massive purges in the PLA suggest that she is not prepared to use force in the near future. Yeah, that makes sense. PLA's readiness has likely been significantly affected by the purges, she said. So, yeah, I don't know. Very mixed signals and results from that. Anyway, quick smoky break. Had a little too much caffeine. Need to pee. Have a quick smoke. Then I'll be right back. 10 minutes tops. So stick around. Chat in the chat. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Needed a quick break, but I'm back. How we doing? We doing good? So yeah. Just went through that. It's Friday. Yeah. Hang on.
Mufasa, you know we finally here, right? Well, it's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday. Hey, let's go, let's go, what, hey, 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 no you didn't.
Oh my god, I can't believe we're doing it.
We're really buying a house. Yes. It is very, very, very exciting. But like, let's just sign everything right here and make it official, okay?
Okay. Here or here?
Just no, just right here.
Right here?
No, like here.
Sorry, just wish when there's so many lines.
Here! Oh, sorry. Shh.
Sorry.
No, my bad. I'm just so excited for you guys to sign this and to have this house.
All right. Right here.
Thank you. Okay, you next.
All right, my turn.
The faster you do, the faster you own it.
It's official.
Yes!
We are buying a house!
Oh, thank you, God! Oh, thank you, Jesus!
Whoa, all right.
Oh, you got the house.
Marcel, you're a little more excited than us.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run.
Why are you in a rush? We just signed.
I'm not in a rush. I just so excited for you to have this.
Welcome, peasants.
Oh no.
What the hell?
Bow.
Marcel? Who is this guy?
Guys, that's
King Mikey, first of my name, layer of virgins and others, and king to this here fine castle. Did he just say king? Yeah. Bow, whore.
Excuse me?
In all reality, he's just a squatter.
What the fuck do you mean he's a squatter?
Like he lives here.
No, he doesn't live here because we bought the house. So we live here. Marcel, why has this heathen and his whore not yet bowed?
His whore?
Excuse me?
I said bow, whore. Stop calling my wife a fucking whore. Fuck you talking about. Marcel, get this psychopath out of our house or we're not buying it.
Oh, unfortunately, you kind of already did. And legally, I can't do anything about him being here. Trust me, I tried, but it would take years to remove him.
Years?
Last thing, if you see Igor, run for your lives. Bah!
Marcel, I'm gonna fucking kill you! Farewell, Marcel. Enjoy the lands of West Hollywood. Right. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need you to get the fuck out of here. Peasant. I like the golden hair on that one. How much? Are you talking about my wife? Your wife, peasant. No. I'm talking about the highborn doll next to you. How much? She's not for sale.
Not for sale.
Then what the fuck are you two rats doing in my castle? This isn't your castle. It is, though. It's not. Is too. It's not. Is too.
Okay, Mikey. King Mikey. Maybe we can negotiate.
What? Negotiate?
What are you talking about?
A king negotiating with a whore? No, that doesn't happen.
Okay, first of all, not a whore.
Yeah, if you insist.
Okay, so I do.
Exclaimed the whore. Say whore one more fucking time. What are you gonna do about it, peasant? Throw your whore at me? Fucking.
No.
Ah, come at me, peasant!
Oh my god.
What is all this yelling about?
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. There's another
Then a guy
peasant.
moves in with squatters and annoys the shit out of them again, then move out, and then he gives the property back to the owner. Interesting.
You have woken the queen.
This can't be happening.
That is an offense punishable by the cutting of your cock. Bring it to me. What is happening? Come here, boy. You're gonna get a royal spanking. Leave!
What are these two doing here, my lord?
These two fools claim to have purchased our castle. Ridiculous!
Ridiculous!
Not ridiculous. We bought the house, and we have the documents to prove it.
Oh, you think it's yours because that scribe Marcel sold it to you?
Yes. Well, you're wrong.
It's legally ours now.
Bow, whore.
Okay, I don't like that word.
You know what? I tried asking you nicely. Put a price on your whore, I will execute you. And if you're not gonna leave, we're gonna have to get the authorities involved.
You think the police can stand up to our Igor?
Who the fuck is Igor? Igor is my pet monster.
And he has slain thousands.
Thousands?
Much bigger than you.
Igor's just, what, a fucking mass serial killer? Yes. You know what? Get Igor. Bring him in.
There is no need for Igor or any slaying. Okay, we are not here to fight.
You would like to be in servitude to the king and queen. That's it.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Yes.
and now I see it.
Strip for me, boy. Okay, what the fuck was that? And
How dare you slap upon the king?
The king. It's not a king. He's a freak in a bathrobe. We'll show you a freak in the bathrobe. Bend over.
Do it.
No. Bring me your cock, boy, so I can bite it all. Stop talking about my cock.
You're lucky that the king has taken a liking to your wife, or else you'd be stoned by now.
Yes, you heard the queen. The king likes women. Lay with me, whore.
Okay, I am not a whore.
You're not.
No, I've tried being nice to you both, but I am Katie St. Bowman and you'll respect me.
A saint?
We had no idea that you were a saint.
What?
You are a saint. A saint is in our presence.
No, she's not a fucking saint. That's her name.
I am a saint.
Oh my god, you're crazy too.
And you have disgraced me.
Oh, millions of apologies. My saint, you can understand our confusion. I mean, what is a saint doing with such a filthy peasant? Dude, I'm not a fucking peasant.
He is.
What?
Silence, peasant. I actually taught him how to live in society.
Wow.
And now, today, I'd like to buy him his first home.
That is so noble of you, Saint Katie.
It is.
We would be honored to gift you our castle.
Thank you. Thank you, King Mikey and Queen Vanessa. We appreciate your sacrifice, right, peasant?
Whatever gets you the fuck out of here. Of course. Anything for a saint. One thing, though.
Oh. Little thing.
Yes.
Big thing.
Big thing. Igor, he comes with the castle. So good luck with him moving forward. Igor! Oh shit, he's awake. Okay. Good luck.
Good luck.
Do what he says, you won't get hurt.
It's not real.
Well, we'll see.
Hi. You're real.
Who wants it first?
I know, right? Everybody, she's I'm holy shit.
young.
Okay.
All right.
Check it out. Yeah. Come on. To be a helping hand, first I gotta get a grip. Got my own set of problems that I gotta fix. That's why I'm playing when they out here turning tricks. Grandmother still holding pounds, yeah, trying to flip. It's always how I step because I'm always on a mission. Magnify vision, quarterback in my position. Turn the words into money.
My artistic powers are too strong.
With CX?
Yep.
I don't think so.
I'm about to get lunch. Let me set you up so you can come inside.
All right, for sure.
Go crazy.
Let's go.
Be careful of doing that. Or, you know, I mean, don't like.
Oh, Ice Poseidon. Yeah.
No.
But you know, you saw how it's kind of. You know,
Yeah, I understand.
I don't even want to deal with it anyway.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm getting the Wi-Fi too.
The fun police are here. I don't think so.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't think so. I'm your new roommate. Welcome to hell. Get it. Woo! I said get it. I said get it. I didn't go get it, steering, no one I had
Holy
no
shit.
No. I said get it. I said get it. Help! Rape! I'm only 17! Help! I need the police!
Flash Shelton.
Don't touch my penis. I'm 17.
That's the police right there.
Yeah, they're outside. They wanted you to come outside and talk to them.
No, I won't be in there. Deputies!
I'm gonna put my bed right there. This is where I'm moving. I already paid rent.
I don't know.
Okay? Help! They tried to touch my penis!
Oh my god,
If
dude.
I looked like you, I would fucking kill myself. I would put a gun in my mouth
Oh my
if
god.
I looked like you and blow my brains out, you ugly old bitch. Nobody loves you. Don't you get it? You know what? I'll help you get an application at McDonald's. I promise. If you f off right now, I will help you get a McDonald's application. I'll help you fill it out too. I'll even give you a reference. Come out to play! Sing, let's go! I'm not mentally ill. I'm 17. You're a rapist. Ray, help! Ray! She tried to rape me!
You need to
She sexually assaulted me! I'm an adult! She grabbed my penis! Help!
If they bust through here, I will put both their eyes out.
She has a gun! Help!
This is wild, dude.
What do I do?
Hi, she called again. So I'm just giving you a heads up.
Yeah, I'm just having a party.
Okay.
Yep,
Good.
just having fun.
Just didn't want to freak you out. You see.
Oh, no, you're fine, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she's just wasting, can we do anything about her wasting resources?
That's gonna be
Because her mental state isn't really all there. Can we 5150 her?
Oh my god.
If we get 5150 her, that'd be great.
They're trying to break my door in and I have...
Nobody did any of that, Mary. You're lying again. You're delusional. You're imagining. What?
Do you not want to see the damage to my door?
Nobody did any damage. You did that.
I don't, Mary. Can you come talk to me?
Oh, you want me to come out or no? I'm good. Oh, I'm good.
You go to your room. If you you want to?
He doesn't live here.
Okay, I'm here for you, Mary. What do you need?
Yes, I
He
just.
tried to break my door down repeatedly.
Nobody tried to do anything. You're just being aggressive. You're being passive aggressive.
Can you come to the rear?
You're being passive aggressive. Your passive aggressiveness is not needed.
Lock the door.
And you're gaslighting. You're gaslighting again.
Look at this damage to my door.
I was told that you wanted to grab some belongings and leave.
Oh, so that. Okay, wait a minute. So you're here to get me to leave?
That's what I was told that you supposed to.
No, I asked the sergeant.
That's what you told us.
Said that. Are you going to come around to the back and talk to me?
No, no.
So you don't want to take a report about this vandalism?
No, I don't.
Do you not see where they tried to break the door in?
No.
You don't see that?
No.
Well, I'm sure your body camera sees it. I'm going to shut the door slightly so you can see.
All right. Have a good day, Mary.
So you're not going to take a report?
Oh my god.
Grab some
No,
belongings.
I want to do both.
I'll help you carry stuff out if you want, Mary. You said you wanted to leave.
I said I wanted to do both. I need a report filed for harassment. They tried to break my door down.
Oh shit!
I always win, Mary. SJC always wins, Mary. I always win. I'm your new best friend. We're gonna be best friends forever. You tried to touch my penis, I'm 17. Oh, you tried to hit me. I have it on camera. I'm gonna prosecute you.
At my back door.
I'm gonna do it.
He's
Do
at
it.
my
Hit me.
back door.
Hit me so I can sue you. Do it so I can sue you. Do it so I can sue you.
Oh, wait.
I want to sue you. Come on, Mary. Come outside. Up. Up. Oh shit. She tried to me. She tried to me. Damn, what's wrong with your teeth? Why are your teeth like that? Ew, what's wrong with your teeth? Are you poor? Ew, your teeth are so gross. Ew, what's wrong with your herpes? Why do you have herpes on your mouth? Oh! 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 Ha ha, I got the stick. My stick now. Ha 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 ha. My stick now. Wee! Wee!
Holy shit, dude.
Mary! I'm gonna follow you to work. I'm gonna follow you to work and I'm gonna do this at your job.
I was told there's a 17-year-old getting.
No, I need a dog.
Is that food right here?
I need a dog. Ayo. What? Egg rolls. Let's go. Yeah! It's time to go to work. It's time to go to work, Mary. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Oh shit.
She assaulted me. I have it on camera. She assaulted me. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You assaulted me. She just assaulted me. I have it on camera. I want to press charges. Yep.
You don't want to look at the door? No, you didn't. You didn't come inside. Look at the door and look at all the stuff he is throwing in here. Look at all the stuff he's throwing in there. Why don't you want to go in there with your body camera and look? He has drugs in here. He has drugs in here. Excuse me.
Straight
why
up.
do you want to look at my evidence?
Hey, bud, do me a favor. Right now.
Okay, I can't medicate. Can I medicate outside? Okay.
Please.
Yeah, I have an anxiety, so like sometimes I have to medicate.
Can you do me a favor? Can you step out?
Yeah, bet.
Trying to establish a residency.
My friend said I could stay as long as I want. I might. I don't know, because I need a creative space.
Never mind.
So I might have two spaces.
Never mind. Forget that I asked the question.
I have property that I pay for in Miami, and I go down there, and I have family down there, and I'm creative down there, and I know it's $1,000 a month, but it's a nice space. It's 1,500 square feet. So where's the legality in this? Where does the law step into?
Right here. I'm giving you a case.
Okay.
You're going to go present your case to a judge.
Okay.
Where the law steps in.
Can I get a restraining order on her?
You can ask the courts. Yes.
Oh, I would love to get a restraining order, because I believe I'm going to move into this residence. So what does that mean if I have a restraining order on her?
Talk to the judge about that. That's completely up to a judge.
Oh, okay.
Stipulations of that are up to the courts.
I'm pressing charges on her.
We are the champions, my friend, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. Mary, are you still thirsty? Are you still thirsty? Okay. I'm cleaning the floor because you made a mess. You need to clean up after yourself.
Oh my god, dude. Holy shit.
She's a con artist. Ha! She's stealing Airbnb. Dude, she's a con artist. Hi, Mary.
Leave me alone.
We're best friends now, Mary. We're best friends, Mary.
Leave me alone.
We're best friends. We're gonna hang out.
Leave me alone.
Okay. Damn,
We're gonna
I
hang
thought
out.
it
What do you
was
mean?
pain.
We're gonna hang out, Mary. Why are you so coy?
Back off.
Why are you so coy?
Why are you so coy?
Why are you in the bush? Are you just used to living in bushes?
Back away from
No.
me.
I could do as I please. It's a free country.
No, you cannot.
Yes, again, it's a free country. You don't make the laws. You're not an officer. You don't make the laws. You're not a judge. You don't work for the Supreme Court. You're just some old gypsy lady. Hi, Mary. We're getting assault. You just assaulted me. I'm gonna call the police now. I'm gonna call the police again. She just spit on me. She just spit on me. You just assaulted me.
Call the police.
Yes, I'm gonna follow you. You assaulted me. Yes. No, you assaulted me. You just spit on me.
That doesn't look
That's
like
assault.
a city. That sucks. Okay.
I'm 17, and you tried to touch my penis. You tried to touch my penis. I'm 17. I'm 17. This lady tried to touch my penis. I'm 17 years old. This lady tried to sexually assault me. She went to meet a child. She came to meet a 17-year-old child. I think it's time for you to go elsewhere. I'll help you carry your stuff out. It's going to be out on the front lawn in about an hour. But I think it's time for you to go elsewhere, Mary.
Leave me alone.
No! You assaulted me.
He's following me. He's
You assaulted me.
He prevented me
You
from going
assaulted
back
me.
to the house.
You assaulted me. You assaulted me. You assaulted me. Ah!
Stop it!
Oh, you assaulted me again. You know what? You, lady. You're such a...
He's throwing my shit. Oh my god.
Oh my god. You're
Okay,
mentally
not
ill.
bad.
You're mentally ill. This is karma. This is karma for being a piece of person. This is karma. I'm karma. I'm karma. I'm karma. Ah! Leave! 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 Ah! Ah! Ah!
Jesus.
Ah! 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 She went to meet a 17-year-old child. She went to meet a child. She came to meet a minor. I'm a predator catcher. She came to this lady.
Oh, okay.
She's 53. She came to meet a minor. Here we go. She assaulted me several times.
Wow. Oh. Oh.
Okay. So this is like Call of Duty zombie mode. So there's gonna be a some crazy fat zombie coming, and
Nice.
we just gotta barricade all the windows and make sure she doesn't enter. So this is the current situation right now. Everything's locked, windows locked, doors locked. Oh man, scary. Okay.
Jeez. Jesus. What else you guys got for me? Right to the dumpster. Huh.
Oh, it's here. From
This
out
is
of
gonna be
nowhere, the
stupid.
top turnbuckle, Code Blue Cam just released the Jack Doherty body cam from when he got arrested a few months ago. And this is a more successful shadow drop than Apex Legends. This puppy is popping off because everyone wants to see Sack Dorky get punished. They want to see him be arrested, thrown in jail, in the cuffs, because he is an insufferable asshole who truly deserves it.
Yeah, I know.
It is around 3 a.m. on the
know.
morning of Saturday, November 15th, 2025.
What a beast. What a beast, this man.
And these Miami Beach police officers stationed on Washington Avenue in Miami Beach, Florida, have reached their patience limit with 22-year-old YouTuber Jack Doherty.
God, looking like that at 22 is so unfortunate. He actually looks like a 12-year-old boy. That's brutal, man. That looks like something you'd see in your middle school yearbook. He also runs like an OnlyFans agency or some shit, too. Imagine Boss Baby being the person handling your paychecks. Eek.
Jack Doherty, who
That
broke
sucks,
away from his
Barcode.
group and attempted to engage officers to create content for his channel in the middle of the roadway, creating a safety hazard. Despite multiple warnings, Jack continued.
What would you say to the criticism that by remaining on the board, you're actually taking a political act and denying President Trump the majority of the board, which as president he would have if you left?
You know, I'm literally staying because of the actions that have been taken. I had long planned to be retiring.
Jerome Powell's legacy really rests on two things. One, his critics will point out very quickly, inflation went way up under his tenure. The other, his supporters will say, inflation went way down under his tenure. And that happened without causing a recession. Years later, it still hasn't materialized. The US economy is humming along.
As much as anything else, I think he's going to be remembered for failing on inflation. Transitory is going to be a word that will follow his legacy forever.
But also, I think there was an issue of power. The president maintains authority over virtually every single body of power in the United States. Powell pushed back in a way that almost nobody else has against the president. Powell was essentially a layman when it came to economics. He wasn't really the nerd economist that maybe people think. He was schooled as a Fed governor and schooled in general economics, but he wasn't an economist the way his two predecessors were. Ultimately, Obama, who brought him to the Fed, Trump made him Fed chair.
Now, if we look back into the late teens, the Fed had been raising rates steadily, but ran into a wall when it looked like the economy was starting to weaken. This was basically the first time that President Trump first went after the Fed. Powell has just really struggled with this during the course of his tenure, figuring out where that right interest rate level would be.
The spread of the coronavirus has brought new challenges and risks. The virus and the measures that are being taken to contain it will surely weigh on economic activity, both here and abroad, for some time.
He'll be remembered for his actions during the COVID crisis. He was decisive, he was fast, he was aggressive, he took decisions that were not particularly politically popular at the time. We saw the deepest recession that we've ever seen, at least since the Great Depression, but also the shortest one. Economy kind of came right back out of that. And I think a lot of that was due to the fact that the Fed really didn't waste any time and just jumped right in there. We flash forward a couple of years and we run into this wall of inflation.
How long does inflation have to run above your target before the Fed decides maybe it's not so transitory?
You're absolutely right. Inflation has run well above 2% for long enough.
This, in hindsight, looks like a mistake. In the wake of the financial crisis and the years that followed, there was a lot of concern that maybe inflation would never even get up to 2%. Under Powell, the Fed made a new policy statement that said that occasionally it was okay to let inflation go up above 2% as long as it sort of evened out on average.
What they said in the new framework was that the Fed was going to be mindful of unemployment by different groups. In other words, it was a kind of wink and a nod to say, we're going to watch minority unemployment when we decide whether or not to raise interest rates.
And these are things that Powell's critics say really caused him to take his eye off the ball. Another thing that Powell did was get into international agreements with other financial institutions around the world to start talking about climate change and what climate risk means for different parts of the financial system. Definitely something that's going to be fully walked back under a Kevin Warsh Fed.
The fatal policy error going back 4 or 5 years is still a legacy that we're dealing with. We need, in my judgment, fundamental policy reforms to fix it.
What Warsh can learn from Powell is to be humble before the fates of the economy. I think the lesson has to be, don't be too doctrinaire or dogmatic about
Who are you? You jump in my Discord.
You want to do policy-wise, because realities come along and change that.
Historical precedent would suggest that Powell walks away when his term as chair is finished. However, he's going to stay for what he said was an indeterminate amount of time.
I've said that I will not leave the board until this investigation is well and truly over, with transparency and finality, and I stand by that. Expect that the process of getting inflation sustainably down to 2% has a long way to go. The labor market remains tight, although improvements in labor supply
Who are you exactly?
and a gradual easing in demand continue to move it into better balance. GDP growth in the third quarter was quite strong, but like most forecasters, we expect growth to moderate in coming quarters. Of course,
By refusing to treat climate change like a systemic risk
thank
that
you.
you are putting us at
Thank you very much.
Okay.
disaster.
Thank you very much.
Climate change will get in.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. My Discord is... I stopped it before the good part. What, this?
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
I mean, my Discord's in my about stuff. Most of us are DGGers in here, by the way. But my Discord's in my profile. It should bring you a link right there. And if you jump in the stream rating room, I'll bring you on in.
recording the video, even ignoring his friends as they told him to stop. As a final warning, officers told him that they would...
Also, I always like to highlight these guys as well, because I think they're even more pathetic than the main clown, because they do this for nothing. I bet this guy doesn't even get paid to hold the camera for Jack Doherty's dog shit streams. I bet he just does it because he tries to suckle some clout out of it. I bet he does it for the love of the game. Oh, Jack, do you need someone to hold your cock while you pee? Yeah, I'll do it. No, you don't need to pay me. The same thing with all the pranksters and shit.
People?
All the pranksters who have their friends run into the fast food places with them.
What's happening?
They do
right
not
now?
see a penny of the revenue that the person makes. I highlight this phenomenon every time I see it in pranksters content or in Sack Dorky streams. The people that are with him, his entourage, his lackeys, they deserve just as many spitballs and tomatoes as the protagonist clown, Jack Doherty. Because they are enabling him. He couldn't do this shit without his cronies. So they latch on to his tiny little asshole like a hemorrhoid and suck all the juice out that they can for, I guess, maybe some kind of trickle-down clout from just being around Jack. But they don't even get drip-fed that much. I'm just very confident they're not paid by him as employees. The goofball holding the phone and going catatonic when the police are questioning him and then panicking when they start to get near him. I bet Jack wouldn't piss in their mouth if they were dying of thirst. These goobers probably don't see a single penny from the content that they film with Jack. The bodyguards I understand because they're literally paid.
If you want to talk, jump in the stream waiting room VC and I'll bring you into the stream chat.
To fight his battles for him. They're like his meat shield, so Jack instigates conflict, hides behind the bodyguards, and they are paid to do that. That I totally understand. But this goober with the camera here, I just don't think he sees anything from this. Do you think he brags about it, by the way? Do you think he's proud of it? Talking to his friends and family oh yeah, no, I'm kind of a big deal. You might have seen me on Jack Doherty's stream. Yeah, I was holding the camera. I'm his glorified fleshlight. No, I don't get paid for it. Why are you laughing? No, where are you going? Why are you leaving? There has to be some level of self-awareness and shame, right?
Arrest him if he didn't comply, to which Jack replied, "Once I'm done with this, bet." And now, as officers move to make good on that warning, they have no idea that Jack is far from done recording them on this day.
What? No. I got him. Hey, yo, you don't want to go neither. Back up. I'm just saying I got him. Back up.
Nice work, bodyguard.
Back up.
What a hero. He's actually Spider-Man.
Yo.
Yeah, hello.
What's going on?
Hello. What's going on?
I can hear the stream in the background.
Dude, yeah, sorry about that, man. I'm new to this, but I'm here for my extensive casual debate, start a discussion monologue on the topic, written like something you'd kick off a conversational podcast segment with real chilling and chatting energy, but with actual meat to it.
All right.
The US-China summit, Taiwan, and what it all means. Let's talk about it. Right, yeah. So this just happened literally yesterday. I think it's one of those news stories where if you peel back the diplomatic theatre and the handshakes and the children waving little flags, there's actually something genuinely significant going on here. Let me break it down.
Yeah,
I'll throw out some angles and get into it. Right, the setup. Trump did the first US presidential state visit to China since he went there himself back in 2017, in a decade. That's a long gap, and a lot has changed at this time. Trade wars, tech restrictions, COVID, Ukraine, all that malarkey. The whole vibe between the two superpowers shifted massively. China comes into the meeting far more confident than it did in 2017, when it feared even a small rise in US tariffs in the last year. Xi has been able to push back and neutralize much of Trump's actions, so already the power dynamic in the room is different from what you expect. Has anyone ever told you look a bit like that one guy who used to give facts on YouTube?
Oh, fucking Simon whatever.
Simon Whistler. No,
Simon
not
Whistler.
Simon Whistler, man.
Yeah.
Nah, not Simon Whistler. The other guy. Matthew Santano.
No, actually, no one's told me that. But
man, that was really good debating with you. Yeah, I mean, some top tips with you next time is probably, you got to come up with probably some. You didn't have any points for me there.
No, unfortunately, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm kind of a DDGer, so I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, better luck next time, though. Yeah, champ.
Take care, man. That was actually pretty funny.
And the way he tried to step in there and save Jack.
You want to go with him? Go to the sidewalk now. Okay. No, I'm chilling. Now.
True. Props. Great stuff. Great work, gents. I love it.
You want to be funny? We tell you to get on the street, go on the street. All right, I'm getting out. Who the you think you are, bro? I'm getting out the street. No, you're not. Like, after I do it, who the are you, bro? I was trying to walk up the street, but doesn't matter, bro. All you had to do was get in the sidewalk. That's it. But you want to?
Oh, Jack.
Yo, you should have got your man out the road. I was trying to.
Now, as officers proceed to search him, they immediately find even more reasons to take him to jail.
That was actually kind of funny. I appreciated that.
But Jack only sees it as another content opportunity, something the officers have yet to realize.
Hey, free Jack!
Who just said that? Like, who actually said that unironically? You should arrest that guy for public cringe. That's worse than indecent exposure out here on the streets, yelling free Jack Doherty. Put that man in cuffs ASAP. He is too much of an embarrassing loser to be part of civilized society. Lock that guy's ass up too.
Oh, good. Chill. Can I take it off and give it to someone? Wait, no, you can't take it off like that. Yo, chill. Wait, let me take it. Can I take it off for you?
Yes.
You have to slide it off your wrist. Like, you can't take it off anyway.
Talk.
Jeez, big man, you gotta go take it off. MDNA? I'll check it out.
Give me some.
There's also. But no, you really can't take it off that way, sir.
Jack's got all the cool stuff in his Batman utility belt. Oh, wow.
Motherfucker, they're funny, bro. Like, it's not serious.
Listen, I'm not even doing that.
Listen, I get you. I'm just telling you. I know. We told them a bunch of times.
No. It's not even that.
No, you're cool.
I was telling you genuinely. I apologize on his behalf.
Why? Brother, you're getting paid to be his bodyguard, not his dad. Why are you apologizing on his behalf, bro? Just go on the sidewalk. You'll get your paycheck later. You don't have to be clown yourself like this for Jack.
Can you tell him to pull up here, my friend?
He can take it off. He can take the watch off 45. We'll do it at the station.
He's afraid of not getting fired for defending him from the cops. That's true. I didn't even stop to consider that. Jack Doherty is such a fucking lobotomite. I bet he would blame his bodyguard for that.
Why do they do that?
Why didn't you beat up the cops, dude?
Too much.
You're fired.
Money
I didn't even think of that.
Wow.
So now that behavior makes a little bit more sense. Did not even consider that, because any normal, rational person, that wouldn't even be a thought that would cross their mind. But you have to throw that out the window when talking about Jack Doherty.
We'll go station.
No. Is this going to be like a timeout?
No, you're going to jail.
You really going to take it?
No, it's not. No. Come on, let's get the road. I'm just asking for let us in.
I'm just asking so you get an idea what is going on. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, that's how we got to learn.
With officers finding 3 hand-rolled...
It is how we gotta learn, unfortunately.
And half of an orange
Jack Doherty has to learn it the hard way, hopefully.
Consistent with a Schedule 2 amphetamine, Jack is immediately brought to the station. And this is where his entitled behavior leads him to pull another move that he will soon regret.
There's no way he keeps up this machismo in the police station while looking like a Boy Scout. There's not even cameras rolling, Sack Dorky. Why even bother, man?
Wow.
I thought for sure the body cam would just have him like completely abandon the tough guy persona. There's no way. There's no way he tries to puff out his chest.
Right? Because no one said that thing.
We're not questioning it.
Oh, really?
It's kind of how it works. Just face that way for me, please.
Which way?
Yes, stuff like that.
Are your guys' body cams going?
Oh, he's trying to farm off the body cams. Oh my god, he's such a loser. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's actual bottom of the barrel.
Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to remove the handcuff from you. Listen.
Oh, yeah.
And then take all your jewelry out.
Okay.
socks, sneakers, put it on top of the counter. Yes?
Top of the, what?
Counter.
This might seem like a simple order, but to Jack, it's about protecting his jewelry, and he won't even hesitate to instruct officers on how to preserve it.
I'm knocking out tonight.
Unfortunately not, brother.
When do you think I will?
Tomorrow's Saturday, hopefully tomorrow.
Okay, hopefully. Hopefully.
They don't want to be around you either, man. So yeah, hopefully.
I'm so OCD. I'm gonna give him this so it doesn't have to be here. Please.
You would give him
just my jewelry. I'll do anything.
I'm down for that. Let him. He got his phone, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
Make a phone. Let him make a phone call.
Thank you.
And
Oh, they're being so nice to him.
Yeah.
Have him come to the station. And
Yo, you want to come to this? You got my location?
Just give me the address.
How come? Dave has the location, but you can pick up my jewelry.
Washington Avenue.
Why does Jack always rub his tummy? That's something I've noticed. When he crashes his car, he's rubbing his tummy. When he's getting arrested, he's rubbing his tummy. Why does he do that? I don't really get it. Is it like something from childhood? Like now he just can't help but rub his little belly?
Pick up my jewelry, you know?
Just in your car. I'm recording on the. You're gonna put all the jewelry in the
pick up my
bag?
jewelry.
In the car?
Matter of fact, yeah, put it all in the bag.
Yeah.
He's gonna go back out and go into your car or whatever. sitting there.
A nervous tick?
And then the guy will walk him in.
I guess. That's a weird one, though. I don't usually see that.
He's like, hey, he can get this and get his all his the person.
He's checking for abs. Nope. Still out of shape.
Checking
I'm trying to tell him to come here. Yo, can you hear me? Hello, hello.
Ain't no video, just phone calls.
It's just not working. Okay, bet.
Tell him to have his driver's license and everything.
You should inform the officer up front that the goof troop's coming through, guys.
Someone just have Dave or whoever has their ID.
It's about to get cringe.
You do? I bet.
How much was it again? Yourself, right? Can you,
Jack, what you get a brace?
Here's a problem, right? We made an exception for you to.
This actual fucking parasite. He called his friend and then started recording on his phone. He just needs to stay in jail forever. Like, he's not really a human being anymore. He's legitimately subhuman. His brain is so rotted and poisoned, all he sees is, like, content opportunities, but it's also, like, terrible content. Like, legitimately, it's just bad content. So he's trying to perform for the cameras, and he's still extremely lame and boring. Just keep him in jail, man.
Make a phone call. Yes?
Yes.
And I told you not to record, but you are recording.
I don't know.
So you know what's gonna happen now? All these is going with you to the UK. We're not giving this to anybody else.
I can just delete the video.
No, take your shoes off.
Bro, what? Like,
Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off.
But aren't you guys recording too?
Take your shoes off.
Then my shoes are off.
Take your socks off.
Alright.
Hey, call the sergeant. 10-07. Somebody picking this up is going to the UK.
The what?
Turn around.
Dude, for real?
It's going to the incinerator, bro. We're torching
It's
it.
a fucking game, man. Okay. Come on.
Hey, be careful! Be careful! This tiny meat might get damaged there. You gotta be. What are you doing in there?
I think it's time.
Tiny meat
Oh, hey,
might get damaged.
stop it! You're slapping his little almond nuts around.
Hey, it's going to the UK. Everything's going to the UK.
Ending mileage 15031.5.
It's all right. Everything's going to the UK.
They had to change. They had to do a little cut there because Jack got a boner.
Hey, get in there. Probably funny.
They didn't want the video to get age restricted.
Okay, come. Probably. Silly, huh?
Damn, he looks so hard in there.
Yeah, what's up?
I was trying to help him out, but he's gonna go straight over.
Probably not in the morning anymore, you know?
No, really? This sucks. I really have.
Hey, I'll try to help you, man.
Ultimately, Jack
That's
Doherty
true, they
was
did try
charged
to
with
help him.
felony possession of controlled substance without prescription, misdemeanor, resisting without violence, possession of cannabis. He was later released on a $3,500 cash bond. But true to his nature, Jack continued milking the incident for content after his release. He even uploaded footage officers had accidentally recorded on his phone after not realizing the camera was still running. In a later interview with TMZ.
So yeah, Whack Dorky did pay the bond, and then he tried to use this whole situation here to appear cool. So he made merch out of his mugshot, thinking that it had aura, but everyone dunked on him for it and insulted him for it. So as far as I know, he retired that. So, like, basically everything that could be pathetic about a person can be found in Jack.
I'd say
he doesn't have a single redeeming quality. There is not a single thing of Sack Doherty that is admirable or deserving of even a modicum of respect. He is actually just a societal stain. He is a complete fucking loser from top to bottom, and fingers crossed he actually faces serious consequences for all of this shit at some point. Anyway, just wanted to yap about it. Banger body cam from Code Blue Cam, and that's really about it. Yeah.
Jeez. Alright, let's see who this hantavirus guy is. Brian Christine, okay. Stop. No fucking way, dude. No fucking way is that this guy. The guy in charge of our hantavirus response is a urologist specializing in penile implants. Are you kidding me? You've got to be fucking kidding me, dude. Oh, shit. Oh. What is our country? Urologist specializes in penis implants, has a history of inflammatory pro-conspiracy theory remarks. In his role as Assistant Secretary for Health, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Admiral Brian Christine, who assumed the position last November, is focused on restoring trust in public health, radical transparency, and tackling the epidemic. But although he's been hired to a position focused on infectious diseases, Christine's background is men's health, specifically penis health. At least if the hantavirus breaks any of the Honduras passengers' dicks, our guy will be there to save the day. True! He will fix everyone's penis. Every single person's fucking penis will be fixed. And that's important. Okay? You gotta fix a penis. Urology Centers for Alabama Christians no extra penile implants for patients with significant erectile dysfunction. Leader in the field of men's sexual health, he hosted a now-defunct YouTube show called Erection Connection. Bro, stop. Stop it. Stop that, okay? Stop that. Christine's past experience with infectious diseases unrelated to the penis includes promoting disproving conspiracy theories about the 2020 COVID pandemic. He insinuated that the pandemic may have been a worldwide plot targeting small businesses on his podcast, Common Sense. Was there a worldwide concerted effort to close small businesses and to force them out of business? I don't know if there was, but it looks mighty suspicious to me. Sounds like a Schoolhouse Rock section, erection connection. He also argued against the prevailing idea that there are inherent biases that lead to substandard healthcare for minorities. I've been practicing medicine and surgery for over 30 years, and I will tell you, I have never once seen a nurse or a doctor not treat a patient because they were some race or another. Never once seen a hospital kick out a patient because they were black or brown or Asian. Doesn't happen. Healthcare in America is not systemically racist, he claimed in another Common Sense podcast episode. That's not what that means. What's your erectile dysfunction? That's not what that means, though. Does he think systemic racism means we don't serve you if you're black or Asian or whatever? That's stupid. Don't make no sense. However, that statement is contrary to what the U.S. Centers for Disease Control said in 2021 when it declared racism a serious public health threat that directly affects the well-being of millions of Americans. It's Christine who's leading the U.S. response to the hantavirus outbreak on the MV Honduras, which has now led to 3 deaths and multiple hospitalizations and quarantines across several countries, including the U.S. At a May 11th press conference, he described the U.S. response to the virus as grounded in science. Great. This should go real well. So there Kennedy was in early May, crisscrossing a strip of northern Ohio that includes one of the few congressional districts Republicans are confident they can flip in November, rotating through a wardrobe of blue suits and blue jeans. He inspected the kitchen of a Toledo daycare center, where hundreds of the city's tiniest residents learn and play through the federally funded Head Start program. Under the careful watch of a surgeon, he briefly operated the renowned Cleveland Clinic's robotic hands on a live patient splayed open for heart surgery. What the fuck? What? Whoa! Do not operate robotic hands on... Okay. Because, yeah, that obviously should not be allowed. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? That would be fucking wild. Okay, good. Shit. Did they, oh shit. They paused it? Sweet Pearl Harbor. That is quite fucked. Under the careful watch of a surgeon with the machine disconnected, Kennedy briefly tested the teaching console of the renowned. Oh my god. Bro, what would he fucking know about the machine? I don't understand why that would happen. I don't understand. Why would they let him do that? That's a terrible thing. Terrible. Quite terrible. They should sue. And get a shit ton of money. My god, dude. That's wacky. Alright, what's this?
You won't exactly find Trump doing many sit-down interviews with hostile outlets, and yet you're about to see even the friendly interviews go south pretty quickly. Here are a few different instances from this latest sit-down with Bret Baier of Fox News that doesn't exactly do Trump any favors.
Democrats and political pundits jumped all over this statement that you made the other day. You were asked when you were leaving.
What extent are American financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about American financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all.
That's right. That's a perfect statement. I'd make it again.
You can imagine how many people stop the soundbite at, I don't think about America's financial situation. So
but like it's not, even with the context, it's still like, okay, gas prices are rising. And like, when you're trying to make a deal, the fact that gas prices are rising is like affecting people in a real way. It doesn't enter your mind at all. That's kind of fucked up.
your response to that framework?
It's very simple. When people hear me say it, everybody agrees.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that on my own time,
pain.
but
It's going to be
thanks for the
short-term
recommendation.
pain.
I'll definitely
But the
check it
pain
out.
is much less than people thought. Because people thought that the oil would go up to $250. You know, it was $99 yesterday, $99 a barrel. I thought it might go up to $200. I was okay with that. Not that I wanted it, but you cannot let them have a nuclear weapon.
So Trump was given the opportunity to amend his statement from yesterday, suggesting that he doesn't think about Americans' financial situation, and he took that opportunity to double down. But his defense here in doubling down is that it's apparently not as bad as it could be, and that with oil at only a mere $100 per barrel, it could be way worse at over $200 per barrel. How's that for reassurance? Sure, you might have had your leg amputated, but you could have had both legs amputated. So for all those people out there who are right now struggling to afford gas in this political environment, the Republicans' message to you is simple. That's life. And I mean that verbatim.
What about his promise in 2024 that if he was reelected, gas would be under $2 a gallon because of his policies?
Well, gas prices were coming down until we had to deal with this situation. But, you know, that's life. That's dealing with world and the world we live in. I think the country gets the fundamental fact, and I know I understand this, President Trump makes decisions that are in the best interest of our nation. 250 years, greatest country in history. He makes decisions that are going to help our country and the long-term security and safety of the people. He has and I think you want a commander-in-chief like that. You want a commander-in-chief who's willing to do tough things that he knows are good for us, all of us. All of your viewers, everyone in this country, and frankly, everyone around the world, it is good if Iran doesn't get a nuclear weapon.
But if someone's listening to you and they were paying $2.98 a gallon of gas before the war started, and now they're paying $4.53, I mean, saying that's life might not, you know, make them feel better when they're filling up their car.
Your words. Those are your words, not mine. I'm saying.
No, you said that's life just now.
This is the situation.
Quote, that's life. I wonder what Fox News and the GOP, including Jim Jordan himself, would have said if Joe Biden offered up that line to Americans. You think they would preach patience the way that Republicans are preaching it right now? In fact, we've already gotten the answer to that exact question.
I mean, I don't like to brag about all the expensive places I've been, but earlier today I went to the gas station. Gasoline and diesel fuel and oil is a product of the conflict in Iran.
How do you square that impatience with gas prices under Biden when it at times is $3.30, $3.40?
I don't have to square anything with you. Okay?
Bro, that's your fucking response? What a motherfucker.
Politicians should not get a free pass on the ridiculously high energy prices under the Biden administration.
Do you think that the war should stop because of this? How patient can you be?
About energy prices.
Just because gas prices have come down a little bit, they're still really high.
$4.30 gas prices. Do you think the war in Iran has gone on long enough?
Isn't it funny how they suddenly found so much patience on this issue?
They got
Guess
so
it must
scared.
be the yoga or something. Brett Baer goes on.
Prices in America are still high, painfully high.
They're going to drop like a rock as soon
once
as
it's
this
over.
war. Yeah.
Painfully high though now, and could be creeping higher
lower than
before
Biden,
it's done.
Excuse me, lower than Biden, and much lower than people thought they'd be.
This inflation number is going up. You're right; it's much lower than President Biden's was, but it's going up under you.
No context at all. Not even a little bit of context as to why it was higher under Biden. They can't do that, okay? Can't do that.
I wonder if the shtick will ever get old, where Donald Trump continuously blames Joe Biden for everything. Isn't Trump supposed to be this strong man while Biden's a doddering old fool? And yet, here's this tough guy president still...
And also, gas prices are high. Let's say it is lower than the average, and let's say it was Biden's fault that it was higher. The gas prices had gone down because the COVID shit was finally over. They're going up again. It's expensive for Americans. And his response is, it's still lower than Biden's. That doesn't fix anything.
Pointing and crying about his predecessor, who hasn't been in office for 2 years, as if Joe is some all-powerful, omnipotent being. Has someone on the right reminded Donald Trump that he's the president, that he wanted responsibility, he should probably take it? Maybe we should phrase it in the form of a question on one of those dementia tests, since that's apparently the only thing that Trump pays attention to. Here's another one from the interview.
And
all good people.
November is coming. The approval's upside down.
I think
you're not on the ballot, but do you think that this war and this moment is going to affect your ability to hold the House and Senate?
So yesterday they had 18 elections. I won all 18. Everybody I endorsed won. 2 weeks ago, in a very big event, Indiana had like 8 people that had never lost an election. Some were in for 25 years. They had a 40-point lead. But they didn't want to they didn't want to give some additional people in Congress, very simple.
Redistricting.
And I said, you know what? If they don't want to redistrict, they're not for us. And I ran candidates that nobody ever heard of, but good people. And everyone won, other than one because 2 or 3 people ran. Actually, it was very smart. But I won every one of them. CNN did a poll recently that said I'm 100% approval in the Republican Party with MAGA, which is most of the Republican Party. So I think it's almost all of it now, actually. I'm at 100%. And Harry, whatever his name is,
Enden.
Nice guy, Harry Enden, was jumping up and down.
But you
saying,
think you're going to win the
seen
midterms?
I don't know. I can't tell you because a couple of factors. They got to pass the Save America Act.
Wow.
I really believe that's important because the Democrats cheat. This will keep them from cheating. It'll make it much harder for them to cheat. Without cheating, they can't win.
They say
because they have
votes.
things like open borders where criminals can pour into your country. Men playing in women's sports so ridiculous. These are 98% issues. You know, the fake news says, oh, these are 80-20. They're not 80-20. Transgender mutilization of your child.
So,
Bruh. Utilization?
20. Transgender mutilization of your child.
So, to correct the most egregious lie right off the bat, Republicans are going to get trounced in midterms. And that is a direct referendum on Trump himself, just like they've been getting trounced across the country in special election after special election, including in red states and red districts. Mar-a-Lago is now represented by a Democrat. So Trump may brag that 100% of the most far-right voters in America are behind him, but saying 100% of your most dedicated hacks are still hacks, even as you're losing non-MAGA Republicans, independents, and Democrats, is not the flex you think it is. When Trump was asked about the length of the Iran war, here's what he said.
Yeah, look, Vietnam lasted 19 years. Iraq was like 10 years. Korea was 7 years. Another one was 14 years, another one was 12 years, another one was 9 years. We're in there for 2.5 months. The other thing they talk about, so we lost tens of thousands of soldiers in Vietnam. We lost tens of thousands of soldiers in practically every war. I've lost, and I wish we'd lost none because I know those parents, I spoke to them. We lost 13 soldiers in 2 wars.
China got 3 tankers out this week filled with Iranian oil.
Because we allowed that to happen.
You did.
Pressure on all of the people. I want to do the job right. If it takes an extra 4 weeks, but think of it.
Funny.
We're in Vietnam for 19 years. I'm doing this for 2.5 months.
So, despite Trump saying that his presidency would mean no new wars, now apparently the new bar is that we can totally stay at war as long as it's not as long as Vietnam. Is that the new standard? And if more Americans die, then Trump can just point to the fact that the Civil War had 750,000 deaths. So as long as we don't hit that number, we're still in the clear. If gas prices rise, Trump will just point to the fact that there were gas lines in 1975 as a way to prove that we're still good by comparison. And this is supposed to be the golden age? Because it doesn't feel much like the golden age when Trump's only defense.
Oh, I see.
Against his piss poor performance is to say, well, we're not as bad as when something was the worst it ever was. Also, notice how he casually breezes over 13 dead American soldiers. Republicans dined off of 13 dead soldiers in Afghanistan for years, literal years, which proves something pretty insidious to me, pretty disgusting to me. Either they stopped caring about dead Americans now that Donald Trump is president, or they never cared about dead Americans and just used their deaths to score political points on Joe Biden. Take all the time you need with that one. So look, the reality is that this probably was intended to be a friendly interview, but Donald Trump has no leg to stand on here. He is a failing president who hasn't fulfilled a single campaign promise. He vowed that costs would go down, they went up. He said he'd protect health care. I mean,
she's
he swore
she's pretty gone now, right? Like she doesn't have anything going on anymore at all, I think, right? I haven't heard about Frogan in a minute.
No new wars. We are in one right now. He promised transparency, and yet he's hiding the Epstein files. He vowed to be an America First president, and yet this country is poorer, sicker, and less safe than it's ever been. And it's all thanks to him. So Fox may try and polish this turd as much as possible, but when push
how many viewers
comes to shove, we can all see that it's shit.
Bro, that's rough. Oh shit, that's rough goings.
I remember, Pete Buttigieg I really like. He's a great communicator. I thought he did pretty good as transportation secretary. A lot of difficult issues there, implementing different policies. We don't understand that these big packages that are passed by Congress and signed into law by Biden, that's just when it starts. Then you actually have to have these different departments.
For the rising streamer 2 years running, okay? That's pretty sad.
Implement those projects, and a lot of those were under the umbrella of the transportation department. So I like Buttigieg, but one thing that I always felt like was lacking with Buttigieg when he was transportation secretary was he didn't do enough reality TV. He didn't create enough documentaries about his life, and he didn't spend enough of his time when he was supposed to be working, making reality TV shows.
I mean, still not great for someone her size, supposed to, her size subs-wise, I feel like.
So obviously that's silly because that's what the current transportation secretary is doing. And an ethics watchdog filed a complaint with the Department of Transportation Inspector General over Secretary Duffy's reality show, Family Road Trip, that he said he spent 7 months on. Who needed this? And they had corporate sponsors, which are regulated by the Transportation Department. Conflict of interest. And I'm going to show you Scott Jennings, who was all up in arms about...
Careful what?
About Pete Buttigieg taking paternity leave, pro-family, and then Scott Jennings was like, he should not be taking paternity leave because of gay or something. Maybe he didn't say that, but that's probably what he's thinking. Okay, and then now doesn't have a problem with a totally not because Duffy had new children, but because he just wanted to create a reality show that's airing where on Fox News. I don't know. Is this taxpayer funded? What the hell? So I'm going to show you some of what we're talking about with what the Trump transportation secretary in between lecturing us on how we need to wear nicer outfits to the airport and how he's going to put pull-up bars in the airport instead of actually fixing the major issues with our travel. He was filming this, I guess, during that same period of time when he was saying, stop wearing PJs to the airport. And in honor of that, I wore PJs to cover this story. Definitely on purpose. So I'll play this for you, and then we'll look at Scott Jennings having a video of himself played back to him, and he tries to defend it.
Duffy family is doing just that, embarking on a great American road trip to rediscover our great nation.
I think Maud's kind of mad. I'm not. You're mad.
We're not going to fight on this trip. Put your seatbelts on.
So we're inviting you along with our family on the Great American Road Trip. Stop scrolling and hit the road, mile by mile.
What do you think kids do on the road? Scroll. Stop scrolling and hit. They're scrolling. That's the whole thing they're doing on the road trip. Guys, we're not going to fight. Scripted.
How do you have time for this?
Apparently the Duffys, so the Fox News host is the mom Duffy, and then the dad Duffy is the transportation secretary. I'm blanking on something Duffy and something else Duffy. Apparently they met filming a reality show many years ago. So they're kind of going back to their roots while he's supposed to be the transportation secretary.
Window down and hearts wide open.
Welcome to Montana. The Duffys, they've got tons of kids. I think they have like 11 kids.
Quickest pause to request that you click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It's completely free and it's the simplest way to support the work that we do right below the video. Click that subscribe button and then also whatever you're thinking or some random statement, drop it in the comments. That helps algorithmically, and click the like button. Back to the video.
9 or 11 something. Is there a difference?
Wow. And guess who's here? The Duffys.
We're here.
So, Sean, as Transportation Secretary, I assume this was your idea.
So I wanted to lean into America's 250th birthday. Rachel and I actually met on a road trip on a reality TV show.
Right.
And so over the course of 7 months, we just kind of found these moments where I might be able to do some work. I could take the kids with me, do a road trip.
Oh, yeah.
And our motto is to love America is to see America. And there's so much to see in this beautiful country. We did that with our family. The president kicked us off, as you're seeing right now. We went to the Oval with the kids. By the way, who gets to do that? The kids were wildly excited, and he was so
Yeah. So I would not be thinking as much about this if it weren't for all of you losing it if Pete Buttigieg wasn't every moment of every day doing his job.
Here, I believe, that had a very tragic accident that happened on the runway where somebody trespassed. There's something every week that I believe my Secretary of Transportation should focus on instead of filming another reality show.
Do you think Sean Duffy should be up on the fence blocking deranged
There have
fence
been a
jumpers?
lot of.
Everything.
There
I
have
want
been
him
a
to do it
lot
all. I
of.
want him in the air traffic control.
There have been a lot of
Let's
issues.
talk
There
about
was
reality TV.
Hold on.
I'm a pro family leave guy. I believe in it. But when you accept an assignment from the President of the United States and you are
So this is the flashback of Scott Jennings saying something about Buttigieg.
I believe in it. But when you accept an assignment from the President of the United States and you are confirmed by the U.S. Senate, you're accepting a higher level of responsibility, a higher level of public service. And frankly, you ought to know that goes with some personal sacrifice. He's not a middle manager at Dunder Mifflin, Scranton, PA, okay? He is the Secretary of Transportation.
First of all, Scott, I missed the hat.
Let me just tell you.
Second
I got
of all,
that hat. That was in Arizona. Tombstone, Arizona.
Second of all, if you weren't okay with Pete Buttigieg taking a paternity leave, which according to his partner was because their son was in the ICU, their newborn son was in the ICU. How can you be okay with Sean Duffy?
So Buttigieg takes some time off because his infant child is in the ICU. Scott Jennings says personal sacrifice, but Duffy sacrificing making a reality show is too much of a sacrifice for Scott Jennings.
Their newborn son was in the ICU. How can you be okay with Sean Duffy going on a road trip sponsored by people who he has to regulate?
There's no allegation that he's not doing his job. A. B. I do think it's good for the U.S. government to promote U.S. interests in the
But there
American
wasn't.
people.
I mean, there wasn't any evidence that Pete Buttigieg wasn't doing.
You don't remember the containers, miles and miles of containers?
You don't remember the plane crashes? I mean, I think. I'm sorry. What? Yeah. So are you
during
we
Buttigieg?
just listed a whole bunch of things that have been going on. This past
we gave that guy the job because he said he liked
somebody
trains
was
once.
hit by an airplane on a tarmac.
And by the way,
America.
they filmed this months ago. He didn't film it yesterday and put it out today.
I know. It's okay to acknowledge when you were wrong.
That's right.
Yeah.
Come here.
And when it was
What
not
do you
okay.
mean? What was I wrong about?
Well, look, so
Pete Buttigieg was horrible,
Well, I
and
don't
he'd be
know.
a horrible president.
You tell me which part is wrong. Is it the Pete Buttigieg paternity leave that it was wrong to criticize that, or is it wrong to criticize Sean Duffy now?
Look, people are. You have every right to criticize him. I just don't know what the allegation is that he's somehow not doing his job properly. I think he's overseeing the transportation of our air traffic control.
Yeah, I think people are also saying he's not doing his job properly. Look at Scott's face. So aggravating.
See you soon. See
I
you in a
wonder
couple
what
hours.
he thinks. I think that with him. Ever since he admitted he sees himself as sort of a performance artist, a WWE showbiz type of guy, as opposed to just saying actual facts that you believe and honestly expressing yourself, but instead it's like a performance for him. Wild thing for him to admit, but ever since then, I really wonder: does he sit there and go, "Ha ha ha, they got me," but I'm gonna pretend like they don't got me?
Stop it.
Or is he experiencing this moment like they don't got him?
Refresh the stream.
I don't care
and
much.
Say something.
I just want to see what the results are, and I just don't like the results. Like, let me be fair with you. If Buttigieg made an adorable Chasten and Pete Buttigieg road trip with their twins,
That's
while he was
right.
transportation secretary, I probably would have thought it was adorable. Okay?
Yeah.
As long as the outcomes of his leadership
Aurora's
were still
got
good.
the
To the point, they could have been doing these road
hammer.
trips in the evenings when he wouldn't have been working otherwise, and then at a hotel
Aurora,
doing some
you've
work.
got mod.
Maybe
I don't know if you
he could have
noticed. I
fit
gave
it
you
all in
mod.
there. I don't know.
I'll see
And I
you
don't know how
later.
much this was spaced out. Maybe they did it on weekends. But if something like this came out of the Buttigieg
Use the
family
power
while he was
wisely.
doing
With great
his
power comes
transportation
great
department job,
responsibility.
oh my gosh, they would have had a heyday with it. So it's just holding them to their own standards.
Yeah, no,
and I like it because
I gave you you're a mod now. Is what I'm saying. You got moderator.
what I don't want to do is pretend that there is a controversy just because they did that.
Yeah, you got.
So
mod.
instead, what I want to show
As
you
in-
is look at
no. You didn't get modded. You got mod, as in I gave you. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Of course, baby. Of course. Now you can get rid of the retards yourself. It's always nice.
comparison between how we react, which is like, okay, I don't know. That's not the biggest thing in the world, but strange. And then the corporate donors thing is weird. But here's how you would have reacted to it. And then we have an example of something
right.
where even a better
Go
reason to
have
take
a
time off
great
was...
rest of your shift, baby. I will see you soon. And guys, make sure you're following Aurora, because we're probably going to do a stream later tonight. Or at least I hope so. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully. On her
something
channel.
You were outraged about. And really it became, I don't know with Scott Jennings, but with the broader right, it just became a whole thing about mocking the idea of gay parents. It was like, what does he need paternity leave for? What is he breastfeeding? Blah, blah, blah. So that's really why that news cycle took off. But it's good to remind people because we experienced those things back during the Biden administration. I don't want to just let them all go. Those were all very dishonest ways to handle news events. So let me find reasons to bring them back and show them to all of you and say, look, this is how you were behaving and it was silly. Scott. What the heck, Scott? Grand National.
Because when you own as many libs as I do, you got to put a place to put them all.
Well. Let's see. Anything else we want to look at?
Greg Gutfeld just started telling Fox News viewers not to listen to Harry Hinton, which is a funny thing to watch play out. And it tells you he's panicking about the empirical tracking of the country's perception of Trump, destroying so many of their arguments. Oh my gosh. I want to play this. I want to play this clip for you, and then I'm going to show you one of the things Harry Hinton has recently shown in terms of numbers, demonstrating Trump's complete and total collapse in popularity. He's collapsing in popularity, title. But before, just if you haven't kept up with politics recently, just know one of the most irritating things that happened after the 2024 election was that anyone defending Trump stopped defending their ideas and just appealed to public popularity. Right? So they stopped arguing, here's why what Trump is doing.
Put violent criminals in prison as opposed to letting them out of jail. Put violent criminals
is good. Many times. Sometimes they would. But often they would stop doing that and they would just go, oh, if you're so upset about it, then why did Trump get elected? Oh, wow, yeah, well, guess what? Trump was elected. Oh, wow, guess what? Americans voted for Trump. And they would go, he got a majority of the votes. And he didn't. Actually, he got a plurality. Didn't even get above 50%, but did win the election. And that was the cornerstone of their argument about why they supported Trump. constantly, which is a very dumb argument because as I went through in a rather viral clip in a debate, I go, so did you say the same thing whenever Biden was elected with a much larger popular vote margin? Did you also say that means that you shouldn't criticize his positions? No, you kept criticizing his positions. You just said that people made an incorrect decision. So what's happening is their house of cards is collapsing. Their argument around why they are okay supporting Trump, which fully relied on appealing to the electoral result in Trump's quote-unquote popularity, has gone away. Because now the numbers show Trump is deeply unpopular. So now you actually have to defend his ideas in the context of any defense of his main ideas. It means you're telling most of the country they're wrong. Oh, brother. Here we go. So now Greg Gutfeld's going, just don't listen to the polling. Don't listen to Harry Enten.
Look, I am actually going to agree with Jessica. I am tired of Harry Enten. First of all, we aren't babies where we can be abruptly entranced by a new shiny object. And in this case, it's always every day it's a shock poll. And one provides a bath of dopamine for Jessica. The next day, a shower of serotonin for Jesse. Meanwhile, Harry Enten is like going to bed on a pile of money surrounded by cocaine and call girls. It's all a scam. Don't listen to it. You never know how things are going to turn out because Republicans don't talk about how they vote. That's how Trump surprised everybody.
Quickest pause to request that you click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It's completely free and it's the simplest way to support the work that we do right below the video. Click that subscribe button and then also whatever you're thinking or some random statement, drop it in the comments. That helps algorithmically, and click the like button. Back to the video. All right. Oh, I want to show you this Harry Enten clip. And some of you go, oh, you haven't shown me a clip in 3 seconds. I'm clicking off. Stop it. Stop it right now. Let me explain something and then you're going to get the next clip, okay? He says a point that has been so internalized by American pundits that I find myself losing respect for people every day, more and more, which is the idea that the concept of polling has become irrelevant because Trump won. And that proves that polling is meaningless. Guys, the polling predicted Trump would win in 2024 by around the margin he won by. If you made a prediction based on the polls right before the election, you would have predicted Trump was going to win. Now, it was close, which is why I was hopeful Kamala could win. You had some signs that Democrats were overperforming the polls, so there was hope. But lo and behold, Trump won like the polls seemed to indicate. In 2016, oh, well, what about 2016? Everybody said that Hillary was going to win and then Trump won. All the polls, or the collection, if you look wholesale at the polls, you take them all into consideration and you look at the averages, you see that the margins of the polls demonstrated that Trump did have a shot at winning. And if it was a 70% chance that Hillary was going to win, just because pundits went, that means she's definitely going to win and we don't have to worry about it. That's not what the numbers actually showed. It was just more likely Hillary would win. But guess what happens about 1/3 of the time? Things that are 30% chances of happening, okay? And that means pretty frequently, 1/3 of the time. And that was the chance Trump had. So don't listen to that talk. People always invoke it on the left and right whenever it's convenient for them. Like, oh, well, Trump winning has demonstrated that public polls never matter. And no. The plummeting of Trump's approval rating is materially valuable. There is truth. Now, to the number, to the exact person, the percentage, does that reflect it exactly perfectly? No. But does it give you a sense that it started way up here when he was elected and it's gone way down to the floor on different issues? Very valuable. And Greg just does not want that, because then all of a sudden he can't do the, well, people agree with me. They don't. They don't now. Here is Harry Enten, who he said, stop watching.
How do you, the American people, feel about the president's handling of all these huge, important issues? And that is where CNN chief data analyst Harry Enten comes in. So just where is Donald Trump right now in the minds of Americans?
You know, we've had all of these big events that have been going on, and sometimes I think it's worth taking the 35,000 point view, right? That viewpoint from up in the sky, and we could just see it is You could see it here. This is the aggregate of my aggregate of polling data that, you're looking at here. And it's just a steady climb downward into the Red Sea because Trump's net approval rating hits a new low. You could see it right here, 20 points underwater. And what you just see on your screen right here is it's been a steady climb downward. You go back to January of 2025. At the beginning it was +6, then -6. By May 2025, -9, -14, -15. But over the last few months, as the Iran war has taken shape, as those gas prices have jumped through the roof, Trump has hit a new low. He's at -20 points, which is the lowest point of his second term.
So you talk about this being an aggregate, so the average of what's happening. What about individual polling? What did you see?
Yeah, okay, so this is the average of polling. But I was just thinking, hey, have there been any polls recently in which Trump has not had a negative net approval rating like he does in the aggregate of polling? And you go back in time, because this really just sort of takes the cakes. Trump's negative net approval rating, every poll since March 29, 2025, that is over a year ago, you can't find a single poll in which he has anything but a net negative approval rating. That is 413 days in a row. That is more than 365. It is more than a year. Trump has been underwater, not just in the aggregate, but every single poll.
There is one thing that people have noticed.
And then he goes on to explain that issue by issue, as you can see here, Trump's tax law, -16 points, tariffs, -49 points, the Iran war, -67 points, which I don't even know what that means. Like, how do you get net negative? What does that leave? That's so negative. That's so many people who have a negative perception of the Iran war. A majority of Republicans, certainly, to get that figure. And that is stunning. Now, I will say, Harry Enten made one whoopsie one time, which was he showed that poll that was a circular question, and it was like, are you MAGA? Okay, then are you MAGA? And it was like 100% of people who identify as MAGA like MAGA, or something to that effect. And that has served as fodder for Trump's argument that the polls show he's doing great. So I don't know why that happened. But otherwise, I really just want to say we stand with Harry Enten. I've seen liberals attack him sometimes, right-wingers. He shows the numbers, and he does it in a way that makes mainstream media much more fun to watch, okay? He's energetic, but he gives you empirical data, and I think he's an absolute blessing in the legacy media space because we need people who will give good information but keep people a little bit more interested than a lot of the figures who are still around on these outlets. And sometimes I just saw he did a breakdown going, hey, despite Trump's lack of popularity, Republicans' lack of popularity, Democrats aren't polling as well for the midterms as you would expect. And there's cause for concern, which is why I think he ends up getting crap from both sides. People don't like hearing numbers that bother them, which is weird. The numbers are just the numbers, then react to them however you'd like. But we should know where things stand. And the midterm numbers don't stand as aggressively in the Democratic direction as they should. And that's why he's, not just him, other people do this, but I love his personality. It's so important we get this information because just the fact that Trump is deeply, 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 deeply unpopular doesn't accomplish the midterms. Like, there has to be a really strong ground game. And people need to get so angry, but in like a happy angry, like, how I'm like, yay, let's go fight, woo, but about not just the impact, which is the singular issue I think that should sway the midterms for Democrats, of Trump's governance on the economy, which has been bad. Where we would be now if just anyone came in and did nothing. If a president just came in, let's say Biden, and just went to the beach and napped the whole time, but his staff kind of just kept things moving but didn't do anything notable, the economy would be in a much, much, much better place. It was headed in a really good direction with the underlying still some systemic issues that are there. But overall, would be pretty good. Trump ruined a bunch of things. So that's going to be the issue. But I really do want people to know.
The good parts are the Trump economy and the bad parts are the Biden economy.
I do want people to know, Trump actually said that, that you have more reasons to be upset because while you're getting screwed over, while your gas prices are skyrocketing, while your paycheck now, inflation is outpacing wage increases for the first time in years. Trump is making so much money while all that's happening. Just remember that. Hopefully that motivates you and your friends to actually get activated in politics. It's not just that, like, oh, he's a bad president and he's making bad decisions and that's causing bad things. Okay, that can happen. It's that while he's doing it, he's raking in money for himself. So he doesn't care. He despises that you dare to want a better economy because it's great for him. You're a peasant to him. You disgust him. You sicken him that you're asking for stuff. He doesn't think about your financial situation. He thinks about his. All of you are suckers and losers for not being him. That's how he thinks. How do we know? Because instead of spending all of his time trying to address the problems that we're facing, he's obviously fixated on random things like the ballroom and the pool, but also he has corrupt favor swaps that create opportunities for him to be funneled billions, and then he gives a pardon or he releases AI restrictions for the UAE. Or he's getting his IRS to pay him out billions directly. Or he's insider trading, which is the latest bombshell. I know it's hard to keep up with the string of corruption, but here's another one to add to the list. Trump purchased $1 million to $5 million worth of NVIDIA stock on February 10th, only a week before NVIDIA announced a major computer processing power deal with AI and social media giant Meta. Then Trump purchased $500,000 to $1 million worth of NVIDIA stock on January 6th, a week before the Commerce Department officially approved the sale of some NVIDIA chips to China. The Chinese AI market is a long-sought target for NVIDIA since the federal government controls the safe sale of advanced AI chips to countries designated as foreign adversaries. Okay, did you hear that? So, moments before, effectively, Trump's government approved the sale. Let me put it in simpler terms. Moments before Trump's government greenlighted something that would really help NVIDIA, and before anyone knew that was going to happen, Trump purchased a bunch of NVIDIA stock and then said, all right, now go boost their stock with that green light. We've seen members of Congress do insider trading, and it happens a lot. But to see a president doing like this, it almost is a whole nother level, because one president has so much more power over the ups and downs of the stock market, of the ups and downs of specific stocks, than any member of Congress does, right? What's the concern with members of Congress insider trading? Meaning trading individual stocks while they're in Congress and they have access to information that the public doesn't have access to, is that someone sitting on a committee for a particular issue that impacts a company could know that they're about to approve a bill that's really going to boost that company's stock, and then they could invest a bunch in that stock, and then they know it's going to boost because they're about to pass a bill that's going to be, a certain thing. Or they could be getting briefed on different issues and learn private information that they know will sway the stock market and then make an investment. But that's 100 senators, 435 members of the House.
What up? I feel so tired.
That's like, you can't sway it all yourself as one.
You came in at a bad time because I feel so tired and I'm about to end the stream at this time. But I am going to be on Aurora's channel a little later, and I will be hosting her stream here. So I will be back. But yeah, after this video, I'm probably going to end this stream for now.
Member of Congress or 1 minute member of the Senate specifically, the president can. When Trump comes out and makes an announcement on oil, or on the war that will impact oil, when he comes out and announces tariffs or removes tariffs, whenever he knows his Commerce Department's about to do something in approving sales of NVIDIA chips, it's like him specifically who can sway entire industries. And before things are made public where all investors react to it, he can invest first. Sickening, disgusting corruption at a scale I don't know if we've ever seen.
All right, dudes. I'm going to go ahead and end a little early because, like I said, I'm going to be coming back for Aurora's stream. Hopefully we're going to be streaming. I don't want to say for sure, you know, if she's feeling comfortable or not, but hopefully, yeah. I hope you guys can all go out and support her. I know it would mean the fucking world to her. I know it's late on a Friday night, but, you know, we definitely want to support her, make her feel, you know, loved and supported. I'm saying support too much, but you get what I'm saying. So I hope I see you guys a little bit later for that. It's going to be a fun time. And yeah, otherwise, I will see all of y'all on Monday. Everybody have a beautiful time and a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye.